Everybody remain seated where you are.
Hey, man, so you put me on?
Yeah.
Then why isn't alcohol made illegal? Flowers and grass. Like juice freaks get. Hangers and cirrhosis in the liver. Besides, grass doesn't have it for me like alcohol. Besides, that cigarette much worse. Right, man. As much as you want.
And quit it.
Have a party.
There's nothing wrong with grass. Yeah. 1,000 times. You'll never go to Heart and Try.
Don't take any films of me. You're not going to use them anyway.
Well, speak your mind then.
Okay, I will. No one has the right to tell me what I can do with my own body, what I can eat, drink, or smoke. This is a free country, and no one has the right to take away my constitutional rights.
It's the Hoosier Sophisticate Show. Question all the things that you know. Steve likes the weed. Steve likes the weed. Talk about DMT. The DMT. Hoosier Sophisticate Show. The Hoosier Sophisticate Show. Hoosiers with the drink. Sophisticated blasphemy. It's the Hoosier Sophisticate Show. Question all the things that you know. So let's set our minds free for the singularity. It's the Hoosier Sophisticate Show. The Hoosier Sophisticate Show.
Good morning, friends. Join us and start your day with a gentle meditation from Hoosier Sophisticate. Let us all remember, we are only as good as our last breath. Close your eyes or cap them halfway with a soft, unfocused gaze. Bring your awareness to the breath. Inhale through your nose to your belly, then feel your chest. Hold for a moment and release. Do this 2 more times. Inhale again through your nostrils and pause. Breathe out through your mouth and pause at the end of your exhale. Listen to the silence. If you find your thoughts wandering, gently come back to this morning meditation. Thoughts are okay. They will come. Gently let them go by coming back to this meditation. Be kind to yourself and let go of any judgment. You're meditating correctly. For the next few breaths, bring your awareness to the rise and fall of the chest, pausing at the end of each inhale and exhale to touch the silence. Now take 2 or 3 deep yawns. You can fake yawn until one comes on. Let your breathing return to a normal pace. Notice the natural rhythm of your breath. Bring your attention to the top of your head. Relax the muscles at the top, the sides, and the back of your head. Move to your forehead and soften it. Soften the eyebrows, the eyes, your ears, and your cheeks. Let your jaw relax, your tongue, your lips. Bring your attention to the throat. Allow the muscles surrounding it to relax. Soften the back of the neck. Move your attention to your shoulders and do the same. Now focus on your upper arms, forearms, hands, relaxing each as you go. Relax each finger, the thumb, your index finger, the middle finger, your ring finger, and pinky. Relax the palms of your hands. Bring your awareness to your chest. Soften the muscles that make up the chest wall. Relax your belly and your lower abdomen. Move to the top of your back. Relax the muscles around your shoulder blades, the middle part of your back, and the lower part, all the way down to the buttocks. Relax your right thigh, the muscles around your knee, the front of your leg, your calf muscle, your right ankle, your right foot and toes. Now relax your left thigh, the muscles around your left knee, the front of your left leg, your calf, your ankle, your left foot and toes. Bring your attention to your whole body. Notice any sensations you feel. Bring your gentle attention to any area that you would like to relax further. Scan your entire body as you breathe. Let your whole being settle into this morning practice. As the morning sun rises, feel its warm rays of light infusing you with beautiful yellow energy. Allow the ribbons of light to surround your body, relaxing it. Observe your breath, your calm breathing. If you find that your thoughts take you somewhere else, come back to the breath. Feel your chest rise with each inhale. Notice the parts of the body that gently move. Notice your chest and abdomen as you exhale. Feel the parts of your body that move. With each breath, feel the morning energy gently waking your entire body. Notice any sensations you might feel. Breathe in, sending oxygen to your head and face. Exhale. Breathe and send life-giving air to your neck, shoulders, and chest muscles. Allow them to take in the air and get ready for the day. Breathe and send oxygen to your entire back. Allow those muscles to awaken. Breathe. Send the oxygen to your abdomen and thighs. Breathe. Send energy from your breath to the legs to power you through the day. Breathe. Allow the sun's rays to infuse you with the energy you need to begin your day. Now allow the energy from the air you breathe and the warm rays to begin to power you up for the whole day. Breathe into your heart. Send golden energy to your heart center in gratitude for the beginning of this new day. Bring your awareness to the breath. Remain focused on the breath for the next couple of minutes. Thoughts are okay. When you realize your thoughts have taken you elsewhere, come back to the breath. Keep your eyes closed or capped as you near the end of this meditation. It's important to come out of meditation slowly. Keep your awareness on your breath. Allow yourself to feel the in and out rhythm of the rise and fall of the chest. On your next inhale, allow the fingers and toes to wiggle if you wish. Gently shift your arms or legs as needed. When you're ready, open your eyes with a soft downward gaze. Keep your focus inward. Open your eyes fully as you're ready. You may return to your day. Good morning.
Getting their shit together.
Hoosier Sophisticate.
I've been here, guys. I've been here. I'm not just waltzing in like.
No, you've been here. You've been here for quite a while.
I had to poop, man.
I get it, bro.
What's wrong with smears, dude?
Dude.
You know what happened? I pooped, done pooping. I went to turn the thing, and I'm like,
What are they
oh
doing?
wait, they're filthy, gosh dang smears
They're
all
they're
around
heathens.
here. They're heathens.
They're disgusting heathens.
Are you ready for your morning motivation? You can do anything.
Over and dead with. JK.
JK.
The best way you can be motivated this morning is
Yeah?
by song. So everyone who's listening at home, may you feel motivated today. You wanted to be a priest so you could do that, right? But then go through this shit. Go through this. Everyone today must know that this is their day. This is the day the Lord has made for you, and you shall be motivated to do things. I'll give you all my motivation that's inside me, but it's only like a little bit, cause I am dying inside. Here it comes, motivation right to you. Everybody push your faces against the screen. I'm giving you all the motivation I got. Listening to a little, I got him. Listening to a little Billy Joel this morning, you idiot.
I was listening to Billy Joel last night on the way back from Jeff City.
I hope you were.
I was. I listened to like 15 Billy Joel songs.
They're great, aren't they?
Not bad.
You don't have to talk all night. It's a man who can't say no. Damn, dude.
He's great.
Come on, dude.
He's great.
He's great. Thank you. You finally acquiesced to
He's
what
great.
it really
He's
is.
If that's what you want to hear, I'll tell you. He's great.
Yeah, it is what I want to hear.
He's phenomenal.
I want to do 3 hours Billy Joel today.
All right, I'm in.
We're doing 3 hours of Billy Joel. She's always a woman to me.
I love you just the way you are.
That song's alright, or and I'm a big fan of Bottle of Red.
Bottle of white.
Bottle of White. You know, it's great. Except then it gets to the part and then it just starts going.
Gets a little draggy. Gets
Yeah,
a little
drag
draggy
it
on.
Billy.
Come on, Bill.
William. His name's William.
William
Jefferson. Clinton. Wait, no, that's not it. Yeah. Remember, when did you stop doing this? This was your thing for a minute. This was your political
When Trump
thing.
lost, you guys, that's what you're missing out on this now.
Why?
I don't know.
Okay.
You got to bring things together here. Dude, that was the fucking best. That was the best. I'm actually pissed that didn't get more play because I would have voted for him if I would have known that I could have. If I would have known that he was going to aggressively jerk off just everything around him, I would have voted for him.
Oh, you didn't?
No.
Oh. I voted for him because of that.
Because, I didn't see it until afterwards.
Just kidding. I don't participate in the bullshit you guys call an election, man. I don't do it, okay? I'm cooler and better than everyone.
I get it. Fuck, I get it.
What's better than being better than everybody? It's me. What? What? I got a lot
Well,
of...
that's funny. What's better than being better than everybody? The title of this show today, Steve, is "The Only Difference Is You're Down There."
Oh, yeah.
I woke up. I texted you some Beatles lyrics,
which was weird
because you woke. I had I turned on my car,
weird,
and it was like, roll up for the magical mystery tour. Step right this way, and I'm like, oh, is this how we're starting our fucking day, bud? Is this how we're starting our day? Because I'm a fucking magical mystery tour guy.
I'm a magical mystery tour guy.
I'm a magical mystery tour guy. When I would go and spend the summers with my uncle in Gladstone, Missouri, outside of Kansas City. And
Joey Gladstone?
He had a cut it out, would you?
You have to do that when you enter the town.
When you go to Gladstone, otherwise you fucking like if a gang comes up on you in Gladstone, you better know
Gladstone.
You better know the signs, bud.
I saw the sign. Open up my eyes.
You saw the sign?
I saw the sign. No one's gonna drag you up
to get into life
where you belong.
Thanks, sir. He just had this awesome stereo set up in his living room and a wall of CDs that and I would lay there and I'd put on these awesome DJ headphones that he had, and I'd just lay there and listen out.
Who is this, your funny uncle that you said?
He's my funkle. My funkle.
Funny uncle.
He's a little funny.
Yeah, now you funny too.
But I was already into the Beatles. He got a kick out of the fact that like his little 10-year-old nephew just loved the Beatles,
right.
you know. So we were always bonding over. And Kansas City did this thing one summer. It was a weekend. They played their classic rocker, their oldie station. Played every Beatles song
in alphabetical order
except one. And if
you
you guess which one it was, you got some fucking. So like we were like recording the songs and we're writing them down as they're. Dude, it was
they did
awesome.
Something like that in St. Louis. Me and my dad.
They should do it right now. Fuck, do it right now. It'll bring a whole new generation. Come on.
Maybe we do it.
Let's do
we
it.
don't have the rights.
Well, I'll get the rights. I'll call Paul right now. I'll say, there, Paul.
Well, Paul doesn't have them anymore. Michael does.
Fucking Michael. God, maybe your mom's got an in on the Michael Jackson estate.
We could call her as Michael Jackson, and she'd believe that it was Michael Jackson. Even after I told her, Mom, it was me with a computer. She's like,
don't you take that from me.
I don't know.
Don't you take the king of pop from me, sir.
I don't know if it was. I'm like, no. I'm telling you. Okay, never mind.
I get it. It's all right.
Believe what you want to believe. Where did this come from?
What? Little purpley. Little purpley
nerply.
Purple nerp. Little purple nerps.
Okay.
Little nerpy nerps.
I woke up with pretend every day of my life. I got to get you into my life. You know, you get it, dude.
I do get it. Dude, those are the fucking cuts. I like
the cut.
You know, Revolver, underrated album.
Underrated, I like it.
Rubber Soul, underrated album. Rubber Soul had some fucking jams on it too, bud.
Yeah, it did. Because I was just looking at Revolver
jams
this
on
morning.
it too, bud.
There was a one on there that I was like, whoa, I haven't heard of. I forgot about this song for a little while, and then I listened to it, and I was like, oh man, what a fun song! I should probably be listening to that song a little bit more. I'm just buying time while I look
Can
up this
Craig
song.
go back to dressing up like a cockroach?
Oh, remember that?
I mean, I could. The Existential Cockroach?
I'm Only Sleeping. Love that song.
Not bad.
Oh, no, the internet finally corrected itself. You saw the post in the old fan page that we used to be a part of the station. Uh-huh. And they have a fan page, TMA fan page, kind of where some of our people have come from.
Yeah, sure.
And they're like, man, this place, Sam Page or something, has said something about Sam Page at the end. Well, I started to see comments. They're like, Cuggy's gone. What happened? And I was like, Cuggy got mentioned.
Well, he did get mentioned, but he got mentioned by somebody who was losing their mental health.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
Remember the good old days of Cucky? Man, that was awesome. Back when you could give your wife an old fucking two-piece combo when she got out of line, man.
Man, the days were better.
Man, they were good days, man. You have a hard day at
damn.
work, you go to the bar, you get a little sniff of the waitress, and hope you can wash it off before you get home to your wife who's just trying to make a happy home for you, or she has your pipe and slippers waiting for you.
Make America
cuck again.
Can we?
Come on.
Oh, man, it was a simpler time then.
It was. It's a better time.
Simpler and better.
I don't know. I don't know if I can go out there and say it was better. I'll probably piss some people off and say it was better, but gosh
the
damn
Cucky era was better.
Back then when it was still a little taboo to watch another man make love to your wife. Now it's just everybody's doing it. Everybody's doing it. And you know, people will take the fucking fun out of everything. It's like discovering a band before anybody else does. And you're like, man, this fucking band's awesome. And then people hang on to like the song that gets played on the radio a million times, and they think that's what the band is. And you're like, no, you simple idiot. That's not what the band is. The same thing has happened to the whole cuck thing. The same thing. Used to be back in the 50s and 60s. You could invite the whole neighborhood over and just watch your wife get tossed around. And it was a gentleman's game. It was a gentleman's game.
And it had an element of, we're maybe not supposed to be doing this, and we're kind of living on the edge.
Yes.
Now
we're experimenting.
I don't know what you gotta do.
We're gonna cut out a hole in the middle of our living room floor, and that's just where everybody in the neighborhood's banging. I hope you dig it.
Okay.
What happened? What happened?
What happened to America?
What
man?
happened to the America of old?
Yeah, now you can't freak anybody out. You're not gonna invite strangers over your house and have anything in your house that freaks them out. No, they've seen it all. Everybody used
to be like, you know,
remember
you have somebody. You have someone suspended, naked, from the ceiling,
and that was crazy,
and it was nuts. And now you can get it at Marshalls for fucking 40% off. You can buy
Bed Bath and Beyond.
Yes,
they gotta put you up like a marionette.
That's exactly what I'm talking. I'm tired of it.
I'm a real boy. The cuck situation's out of control. Hey, why don't you get on Twitch there, fella? Scotty Coops.
Yeah, Scotty Cooper, be better.
No one has the big blue F by their name anymore. No one does that.
No one does the Facebook anymore.
I am proud of him for remembering that you did do the cockroach bit, though.
Yeah, that was a while ago.
A long while ago. Scotty Coops got a good memory.
Got a good memory.
I mean, I thought he was dumb as a box of tacks, but it turns out he's got a little slickness to him. All right, nice.
You know what I didn't do yet today? I didn't get any of my native hemp extract. These
sucker that shit down.
These sad, sorry sons of bitches can't even get any right now because they bought them out. Like 1,000 bottles.
I was totally gonna go on like a whole thing where I was like, "This is the best, cheapest CBD you'll ever."
It is, and it got bought up in 2 days. So the next time we tell you to buy the fucking oil, maybe you won't drag your feet.
When Craig tells you to do something, do it. That's how I live my life, and it's got me here.
Boy, are you fucking glad that I came around or what?
Like you told me about ayahuasca, still hasn't told me about ayahuasca.
I can't. It's just something you got to experience. Bring me on AM radio, talk about ayahuasca. Come on, bud. Right. Baymudo, we are located in the St. Louis metro area. But since Mike Ote doesn't care about our safety, you can just come to that address. And
Mike's straight up giving out the address.
He's giving out the address to Festus.
Thank you.
If you advertise on Facebook while I get ready for work, I'm going to watch on the Facebook.
Oh,
is that a fact?
Okay.
Well, first off, I know you're lying because you said you're getting ready for work. That's the first thing.
First thing in line.
You don't work, you fucking liar. Definitely
maybe work
bring
that
the cockroach
dick
back. I think we could probably bring it back by the second hour.
Here.
That's here somewhere.
No, it's not here.
It's not here.
It's on the other side of my
All right,
basement.
no worries.
It's on the other side of my basement.
Maybe another time, Bell.
Hey, man, I was talking on the page about a cold weather trip. You into it?
I'm in.
I want to do a little cold
100%.
weather.
I'm getting in the river.
Can you motherfuckers do a cold weather
I'm
camping
doing
trip?
a polar plunge, bud.
That's what
I'm doing a polar plunge.
That's what taking a little bit of cold water, taking your body, you're putting them together.
I'm
polar
plunging.
plunging.
Just like Adam
that's what
McChesney.
I wanted to do. That's what I wanted to do.
Cool.
I wanted to get, cold.
Have a fucking
uncomfortable.
raging fire.
I'm
We're
so
gonna-
comfortable.
We're gonna put on our fucking.
I'm so comfortable right now that I need a little uncomfortability because I'm just a bitch. I'm a little bitch when it comes. Yes, dude, man, I complain. I'm soft. I used to kind of have a tough go, I used to wake up and have to do fucking masonry shit. And now I'm soft, I'm comfortable. But now things piss me off even more. Things are just immediately like pissed. Like the fucking, like if something just doesn't simply, like the fucking, I put in a coffee filter this morning. And I'm so short, like the first coffee filter had like, it was bent in weird spots.
And then, yeah.
And I was just like, fucking little bitch.
I yeeted that motherfucker.
I was, get out of my face, dude. So then I put in the second. I'm like, what makes you so angry? I felt like when my life wasn't as comfortable, I wasn't as angry all the time. When looking back at it, I should have been more angry at my situation then because it was a lot less comfortable than I am now.
Maybe we get a little bit more frustrated as comfort increases.
Yeah, because my frustration levels, that's what it is.
Because you don't, when you're like challenged by something, you don't have time to really bitch about it. If you're trying to get it done.
True.
You know what I mean?
True.
True. Everybody knows that guy that you work with or whatever that's just got something to fucking complain about
it's like,
all
dude, come on.
the time. And you're like, I am already towing this fucking boat by hand. Now you're going to fucking hang on the back.
Why are you towing a boat?
Jack LaLanne thing. Did it for my 36th birthday.
With your bag?
Yeah, I was pulling it with my scrot across the fucking lake. You get it. Yeah, you get it.
Yeah, I don't know. It's weird. It's a weird deal because now I'm trying to institute more uncomfortability in my life. I think you're happier for the things. You become more... there's a word for it. When grateful, that's the word.
It's our word.
That's our word.
Yeah.
But your gratitude, and what is gratitude, and what is thank you? Because I was telling you about the other day, and we've been, philosophy talk first hour. We'll do that.
Sure.
The Facebook thank you. What are your thoughts, just off the top of your head? Facebook.
Happy birthday.
Yeah.
Is that what you mean?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. We talked about it
birthday.
before, so I knew where you were going with that. I stopped doing it 3 years ago, and I had to deal with the guilt associated with other people still doing it for me. Then I realized that's just going to happen. People are still a part of this program. I like that Facebook lets me know that it's someone's birthday because if I care about them, I'll send them a text.
Yeah.
If I have their number.
That's the
Because
the
I get a
plan.
lot of empty happy birthdays. And I'm grateful. I'm grateful.
Are you though?
I don't know. I think I am. I think
I think I am
listen,
too,
someone
but-
took 8 seconds out of their day to tell
But
me happy
also,
birthday.
save it.
Yeah, where you been, pal?
Where my life's been tough.
Where you been?
here for happy
You here to
birthday?
help? You
so
ever
everybody
tune
else
into the
can
show?
see.
You ever shared the show?
Yeah, thank you.
You ever shared
I
the
give 'em
show?
one of these. I give 'em one.
Have you ever? I don't know. I figured it's kind of one of these things. Like I kind of feel the same way about gift giving. A little bit.
There's good people out there just saying happy birthday.
There's 100% good people out there. That's where I was at for the longest time, and then I realized, look, I got 1,300 friends. It's like there's always birthdays.
That's the deal. I used to write everybody a personal
yeah.
message
When I had
back.
300 friends, I was fucking
Totally.
dude. That was the deal. I was like, I'm gonna respond to every one.
I
of these.
did.
2 years ago. I
quit.
quit.
I don't care.
I love you all. I'm gonna write a post that's all encompassing.
Nope. That post has even gotten to the point.
And now I haven't done
Because
that.
2-3 years ago, there weren't many people doing the hey. Everyone who wished me a happy birthday,
But
thank
I
you so
spend
much.
the whole year
Now
like,
it's every
dropping
day.
those little nuggets of appreciation
That's
for
what
all
I'm
of my
saying.
friends and
Do
family.
that for me every day besides my birthday. Just love me every day.
Yeah, I want a happy unbirthday.
Okay.
I'm Matt Hatter.
Okay.
I'm slowly being poisoned by mercury.
Yeah, I don't know.
I know it's fine. Look, you know, I appreciate the sentiment. There are people who are really good about it. But I typically, okay, so I was saying it's kind of like gift giving.
It's become a business.
If I don't get you a gift, can we just agree just to not get each other gifts? Your friendship is gift enough. Like I love it. You know, it's kind of the same thing.
Especially with my peers. But I had a rich uncle.
Yeah.
I would love to be the rich guy who's like, dude, I got fucking money.
Yeah, I'm going to do this because I
care about $100 that I fucking give you. Fuck off. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Like that whole
Don't
deal.
insult me.
My
money's no good here?
What's the kid need?
What's the fucking kid need?
It's become a thing, though, where I've seen people who run businesses make sure they do a birthday post because they have read somewhere,
dude,
that when you post on someone,
I'm sure that we have,
because we've read all those articles, buddy.
I'm sure we have a mutual friend that does that, right? It's yeah. So it's especially tiresome on LinkedIn.
Oh, I haven't signed into LinkedIn.
I still get. I've opted out of those goddamn emails 180 times.
They're gonna get you.
I'm still getting them. Their fucking plan for like every time you you log in or anytime you check everything, like they have like in order to go to the next screen, it's like you want to send out 2,500 invites to everybody in your emails. I get fucking invited by like guys. I was on LinkedIn 13 years ago. I hated it then. I hate it now.
It's like Facebook now.
It's a little bit like Facebook.
Yeah, they changed it to look like Facebook.
It just.
Ew, look at that face. Ew.
It's just not good.
A sour little taste in your mouth, isn't it, bud? Yeah, I don't know. I hate everything that gets captured by I'll call it like the Hallmark Society. Like how things used to mean something, man. Yeah. Now we've taken the meaning from so many things because it's become so easy.
Well, like isn't Facebook like the culmination of that? Isn't Facebook the culmination of Hallmark holidays? Where it's like, you know, it used to be the department stores, and it was like you have all of these different little events throughout the year that everybody rushes to get into fucking corrals and to get whatever the flavor of the year is, the fucking Red Ryder BB gun, the Tickle Me Elmo,
How
the
old
whatever
are you?
it is. I'm talking about Christmas Story is what I'm getting at.
Okay. You were born in the 50s?
My point is that like there's like even they talk about like in the 80s, like the advent of the shopping mall taking over so many different beautiful nature sites and everything. But now,
and mom
like,
and pop
like
stores
Facebook is the ultimate evolution. It's like it's the grand Pokemon evolution of consumerism, where it's every day's a fucking.
It's the Raichu.
It's the Raichu of the Pikachu. Yeah, yes, that's exactly what I'm saying. It's the Charizard. Okay.
Okay. I don't know if that's the last evolve of Charmander.
Charmander's a little guy.
Turns into Charizard.
And there's one in the middle. Yeah.
There might be one bigger than Charizard. Maybe not. Mega Charizard. Super Mega Optimal Charizard.
Point is, Facebook is the ultimate culmination of that, where it's like now instead of having these little holidays throughout the year that we kind of get together and we just do what we do. We get together with our family on Thanksgiving and Christmas and Easter and whatever your holidays that you Hanukkah, whatever Yom Kippur, whatever your holidays are that you I only know Judeo-Christian holidays. Surely. So, you know, come on.
Makes sense.
The real ones.
Yeah. Fair.
Charmeleon.
Yes, Charmeleon.
Oh, snap. Charizard's the last.
Okay.
Good job. Good job, dude. We know our fucking.
There is Mega Charizard. I used to watch that shit before it was cool.
I believe you.
Like, that was one thing.
Good morning.
And what's so weird is I was like, man, kind of like two guys were really into dog fighting. And then they got arrested for dog fighting.
And they were like, you know what? We can take this
like,
dog
that,
fight into the imaginary realm.
Yeah, let's take the imaginary dog fighting.
Not a bad play.
You get a friend. Because I met dog fighters. And it was so weird, the relationship they had with their dogs. They were just from middle of nowhere, Illinois or whatever. And they had a relationship where this is like my buddy, my best friend, but also you're a fucking dog. Like, just so everyone knows. And it's like these horrible things, but also it's a weird world of if you grow up in that world, I think it makes it easier for it. Because I remember the whole Mike Vick thing. I was like, that's the fucking worst thing in the world. And I had met those people, I think, right around that time. And I was like, this is a fucking different world. It's hard to go from your Manhattan apartment and be like, that's disgusting. I only feed my dog food from the refrigerator. And I take it down 17 floors to take it for a walk for 5 minutes. And I have to get up 45 minutes. Like, we have a weird thing with dogs in our country where there's homeless people on the street and people will be carrying a dog in a Chanel bag because we're just disassociated with that human. That human, this fucking thing that licks its asshole and shows me love unconditionally.
Yeah, it licks your face right after it licks its asshole.
First,
too.
what else you got a dog
What else
for?
you going to do? Yeah, little ass-to-face licking.
ATF, baby.
Yeah, no doubt.
That's what they call it.
So, you know, Facebook turns
12 today.
every day. We turns all of us into a constant sales moment.
Yeah.
And the birthdays are just an extension of that with a lot of businesses. Just to kind of go back and wrap that up a little bit. Like, it's like,
don't ever get me off of dog fighting again.
That's okay.
I had 3 hours.
We're going right back into it because I love the idea of just a pretty dog dying.
Yeah, remember we made reference. We shot a couple imaginary dogs on the show the other day.
Did you happen to see Miss had a story yesterday about our neighbors?
No, I did not.
The mom's leaving with one of the toddlers. They got like a 5-year-old kid that is also at home with the dad. He's like, this dude, like, he's great. I actually like, these neighbors are pretty cool.
Okay.
Their dog, I want to punt into the sun. He's one of the dogs that I have a real hard time with.
Well, you can't talk to them about their dog?
I can.
Like,
They're
dude,
good about
shut
it.
it up.
They kind of know, but it's also like, it's a bit much. It's a bit much.
I love the dog comes out barking at these neighbors the other day. They're like, hey, knock that off, silly. Come on. Hey, stop barking like that. I'm like, your dog is going at my kids through the fence. And they're like, hey, bud. Hey, you're just he's messing around. Hey, you, knock that off. I hate that shit.
So this guy, he's pissed. His wife's leaving with only one of the kids. And he's like, oh, I don't want to, talking like I always got to like babysit this other kid. She's like, it's not babysitting. It's just parenting. It's not babysitting. It's your kid. You just got to, and.
Wait, back it up. I missed that last part.
She's leaving with just one of the kids. He's like, you got to take both of them. He's like home from his job or whatever, trying to take a nap, whatever. I don't know what their story is. But he's like, he's pissed about it. She's like, it's not babysitting. It's parenting.
Yeah.
So he's like fucking kind of huffy puffy. And before he can turn around, his other kid has shut and locked the door on him. So he is stuck outside, losing his fucking
How old's that kid?
4 or 5. Lock the door. And as I'm hearing this story, I was like, oh, you see how that fucking dog feels all the time? Because this guy's just like, ah! Ah! Let me in! Let me in!
Like, why is he doing that?
And I'm like, you see? Do you see why
you got a rolled up?
You see why your buddy neighbor is fucking a little on edge sometimes. You see
your buddy neighbor.
You see why he's fucking. He's usually a pretty nice guy. What's the deal? Why is he on edge all the time? Whenever the dog fucking yapping all the time.
Then you mounted him.
Yeah, I did.
That's pretty cool. Blunt Man to Kill. A good documentary is The Champion.
Is that on Vic?
Good morning. I don't know. No, that's the whole thing. Like, I got a weird thing about dogs because I just understand that some people, Cesar Millan, I used to watch that shit. And he's like, man, Americans and their fucking, the way they treat dogs. He's like, it's
weird.
What's a fucking psychosis with you people? Because in Mexico, the dogs act better, but I remember homeless people's dogs. Fucking best dogs in the goddamn world. And in Europe, a lot of people walking their dogs without leashes in Europe. Just dogs walking right next to them without a leash. And I would venture to say 95% of people on walks with their dogs are getting fucking yanked down the road.
Oh, dude.
Or the dog's doing one of these, or they're on a retractable leash. That shit pisses me
Dude,
off.
I'll tell you,
like,
I always appreciate.
Control your fucking
It's so
animal.
great when somebody has a dog that is just great. Like,
I
love it.
them.
I love
makes
it.
me love the human.
My sister's a great dog mom.
She was pretty
My
good.
brother's a good little dog dad, and
Don't call him.
I know that I don't like that. I don't like that when I'm trying to dog owner, because we own them. But what's interesting is my brother's dog. She's a fucking moose. She's a little razor pit, man. Like she sits about this high off the ground, but she's a fucking.
Who's this?
My brother.
Oh yeah.
Brooklyn, his dog Brooklyn.
It's a blue, isn't it?
Yeah. And she is a fucking monster, dude. And she can take me for a ride if she wants to. If she wants to go get a squirrel or something, it's like,
oh no doubt.
she can take me. We can go, you know.
Yes.
But it's awesome. Like you know, she's well trained, and it's also awesome to see how, like when my mom's walking her, there's always slack in the line. You know what I mean? Like she stays back. Like she's not gonna drag my mom around. Now if me or my brother are walking her, it's pretty taut. She's gonna see where she can go, where she can lead us, you know.
And that's not bad. I don't.
No,
mind
and she's
that.
good about being led too. Like you know, but like it's amazing how, you know, with my mom or whatever, like that fucking leash is like this. She's not gonna, you know. It's just cool. It's a cool thing that good dogs would do.
I know, and people get sensitive about this shit too because they're like, my dog's fucking fine. My dog.
Yeah, they do about their kids too. Your kid probably sucks too. Let's just say
no
it.
doubt, no
Let's
doubt.
just
And
say
you
it.
suck.
Yeah,
there's a whole thing of suck.
It's all mirrors. It's all
all
mirrors.
mirrors.
I did have coming on the backside of psychedelics. I had this
coming on the backside of psychedelics.
Coming down on the backside of psychedelics. I watched this interaction between this dog owner and his dog, and this dude was just. Oh, he's just nervous energy all night. And this fucking dog was sweet enough, but it couldn't fucking just sit still. Like this dog was just, and I'm like, isn't that fascinating?
Yeah.
Like if you watch dogs and their owners, how telling that mirror is between the two of them. It's unbelievable how much dogs pick up on their owners' personality.
Did you ever watch Caesar?
I don't think I have, no.
He came in there and
I'm familiar with him.
He fixed the dog. He would go, oh, this is why your dog's doing this. This is why, he does the whole come in. You come in, no touch, no talk, no eye contact. So the whole thing when you walk into somebody's house and you're like, oh, did your booty, little baby? Oh, you little baby. You get in their face and stuff. That's not good. It's not good for the dog. It's not good for anybody, okay? You come in there, it's no touch.
Yeah, you're flooding them with dopamine like the second that you come in.
It's just no touch, no talk, no eye contact. So you're not trying to... This is usually for dogs that are fucking amped too, because I don't want to know your dog is there.
Yeah.
I don't want... He can come up and say, hey, man, cool. Then he's got to get the fuck away. Or
if he's just chilling.
Yeah, if he's chilling, that's great.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. I'm a cocksucker when it comes to dog shit.
I'm the same way. I'm you know what? I'm fucking tired of it.
I am, dude. I just expect better out of dog owners. And I just want
people in general.
Dogs to live their best life. That's the crux of this. I just want dogs to live their best life. Is that okay? You know what I mean? And Caesar would come in there, and a lot of times, it would break up like boyfriends and girlfriends a lot of times because they realized, oh, there's a lot of tension here, and the dog is constantly like, oh, you guys are fucking both tense. Well, guess what? I'm jumping on both of you.
Sure.
I got a lot of my own psychology.
I understand.
You know, I'm like...
That's why you licked me?
Yeah.
That's interesting. Get your nose out of my butt, dude.
Yeah. Sorry, my parents didn't get along very well.
That's nice to have an excuse.
Caesar taught me. So then he would come in, and it was crazy because then a lot of people, when you have a dog, especially a bigger dog, that can take you for a little ride, and it's walking right here, and it trusts you, and you can just walk like this, any speed, and it trusts you that you know what's going on. You're in full control of this situation, because that's a lot of the times too. The dog's like, I can't trust you. You're a maniac. Yeah. I've seen your actions. I've seen the way you do things. You yell and get crazy at certain times and then are real loving at other times. And it's always kind of this up and down thing. It's like, no, I just need someone who's steady, takes me for walks, helps me out with some food. And a dog, the loyalty and love of a dog, though, is truly one of the most special fucking things of all time. And I love the cat. I'm always like, oh, fuck this fucking cat. If he left tomorrow, I'd be fucking whatever. But actually, it's like, it's obviously grown on you. It's
dude,
kind of that,
my cat's
kind of like the dad thing where it's like,
cats
don't get a fucking cat, and then
that's
it
me.
becomes her best friend.
I'm that fucking dude.
Yeah,
I'm the one that's got the cat fucking
guy
sitting right here when I go to bed.
Because with the garden, like the grow tent,
yep.
The cat, I'm just gonna make a series with the cat in the garden because the cat is already like with the tent and going around, and as I'm trying to get down in there and set up things, it's crawling all around, and I'm like, this is fucking great, dude, because it is nice to have like a little sidekick animal. You know, I'm your little sidekick animal, so
Sure.
you get it. Feels good to have that running
Good little
around.
pig. Sorry.
Brooklyn is the goodest girl.
She's a good girl.
LeVon
She's got
Hamilton,
three
what's
kills.
up?
She's got 3 kills on her hands, but
3 kills?
3 kills, bud.
What did she kill?
Cats and dogs.
Oh, if people don't properly train their dogs, it makes me lose respect for them. I feel the same
Well, what's the
fucking
point in
way.
having them?
I almost feel
Yeah.
shitty for feeling that way, but also it's crazy when you see a real strong person like a cop or someone, and then you go to their house and their dog is fucking out of control. You're like,
Insane.
dude, you have control. Or someone who's like a real strong businessman or a lawyer. I knew
you
a
have
lawyer.
control of every aspect of your
Had
life
a
except
great
for
life.
a fucking dog.
And the dog's like, yeah, 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 yeah. One of the worst dogs I've ever met was from this guy.
Affluent.
Yes, like had everything else figured out. And a lot of people, too, I would go work in their homes. And it's amazing the bullshit excuses people use for their dogs. Like, how about this, dude? I went to this house. It was in Chesterfield. Guy was a plastic surgeon. Drove up in like a different car every day. But it was fun. It would be like a Crossfire or something. Like nothing that impressive.
Just
but it was
something different every day,
constantly
yeah.
kind of like a new...
Just trying different shit out.
Yeah. I was like, where, how and
Not a bad
where
gig.
and
Not a bad
what?
gig.
Like, this is kind of a weird deal. So he'd come in and out. Well, his wife stayed at home and had 4 dogs. So the whole time, and this was a house that you could go, I could stay there overnight and they wouldn't even have known. They got parts of their house that they're like, I asked her, I go, how many bathrooms? I go, how many bathrooms you got? It was kind of just a regular house, but just immense. It just kept going both ways. It's like, geez, Louise, man. But I asked her, I remember getting there and I'm like, oh, which bathroom is it? How many bathrooms you got? And she's like, 4, 5 and a half. Like she was like, I forget how many bathrooms are downstairs and how many are upstairs. I'm usually on this giant middle level here. Like I got a room over here, a craft room, like all my setups here. He's got crap up there. His basement was filled with like big game shit. It was fucking awesome.
Cool.
So we go there and they have 4 dogs, 2 huge ones and 2 little ones. Well, the littlest one is this Chihuahua, big fat like torpedo Chihuahua. And it would I could tell immediately it was the pack leader. They would get up to this gate. It would bark at the other ones and kind of get them back. And I'm like, man, that's funny. So I'm watching this relationship between the dogs. And she has, it was a Great Dane and something else. It wasn't an Irish Wolfhound, but like a mix, kind of looked like an Irish. So
big dogs.
Like
big
the biggest.
Dogs, yeah.
And then like 2 of the littlest. I'm like, what a weird little fucking... So I had to walk through there one day, and she's like, "Oh, the one big one bites. The one that kind of looks like a
big one bites.
The big one bites." And I'm like, "Okay, like, I'm not walking back there, dude. Like, this thing's actually, if it got on you and then triggered the other big one to bite you,
Yeah, you're fucked.
You'd be in some trouble. Like, you'd be in some trouble just because they were probably 170-pound dogs, maybe." So I'm like, "Oh shit, okay." So I go in there, and the thing. It looks at you. It's one of those things that if you look at it, it's staying away. Well, as soon as I'd be like, okay, let me walk down this hallway, it'd start and come up on you.
Kick that motherfucker.
It bit me in the ass.
Did it for real?
It bit me in the ass
I would
twice.
have Macho Man Randy Savage.
Well, then I started, because now I'm like, everything I've learned from exactly. Yep. I'm like, I can't be here being like, ooh, no, because it's going to cause a frenzy. I've seen the little one. The little one yipes them all up, and then we'll go in the back.
Drop a fucking knuckle right between his eyes.
No, something. Well, I had a blade on me.
Yeah, fuck yeah. Cut that cocksucker.
Cut everyone's throats with it, even the homeowners, man.
You'll bite my ass, pal.
No, just kidding. So
naturally.
obviously, I didn't murder everyone with a blade. I didn't.
Yeah.
Okay.
Allegedly.
So it bites me. It gets me like twice. Like just it's doing that thing with the front of its teeth though that some dogs do.
Dog shows me its teeth. I'll head.
It didn't show me its teeth. It was just instead of like it would do that like weird fucking like just pinching, and I'm like, what the fuck, dude? Like it wasn't really going. So I walk through the house, and I'm like having to do one of these where it's like I have to look at it like it's a fucking ghost in Mario. You know what I mean? Like I have to look at it and then
fucking. You should have gave it just one fucking
round.
Right upside the fucking head.
That's the thing. These dogs would kind of get in the hallway with you. That was another thing that freaked me out. I couldn't maneuver. You know, I'm in these fucking hallways with these dogs. So anyway, I get to talking to the lady. And she's telling me about dogs, you know, and the dog bites me, and she's like, "Oh, don't knock that off, don't do that." And I'm like, "The thing just fucking bit me. Like, I'm gonna punch this thing in its head."
I would have looked her right in the eyes and punched that dog in the head.
And the dog's like, "That didn't hurt.
You missed me, idiot."
At least look at me.
Yeah.
Look at me.
Yeah.
So anyway, I get back to like the gate because of course you got to have gates everywhere for these dogs. These dogs will piss and shit everywhere if they get on the carpet. That's why you have these dogs. So then she starts to tell me the story of the dogs. She's like, this one was a rescue. This other big one was my husband's. You know, it's like it was like a big hunting dog. That's why I think it was like an Irish setter or an Irish wolfhound or something. It was something you would take on. I'm like, that's fucking cool.
Yeah, they are cool dogs.
I love the jobs dogs were bred to do. I fucking love it. So she starts to tell me about the little Chihuahua that runs everything. Well, her and her husband went on vacation in Mexico. Some little
Chihuahua
village
that runs everything.
It does.
I get it.
Runs her too.
I don't know how they do that.
Like she's constantly lifting that one up and holding it. It's a master manipulator. Seriously, this dog was unreal.
Most of them are.
I had such respect for this dog. Just seeing how the big dogs would get near it and it would go real slow, real slow. And then they'd be like, Jesus Christ, like it would freak them out. They're like, okay, man, like I could see the dogs were like,
know I'm loco?
That exactly. She got him from like he was just a street dog in
Mexico.
He
was. He's just a fucking rat.
And she goes, "Oh, I had to do a bunch of stuff to get him out. I tried to smuggle him on the plane with us, and then they said, no, you can't do that. So my husband had to like go slip the pilot a 100 or all this. She tells me this weird story about her smuggling this dog out of the streets of Mexico. And I was like, well, like Cancun or Puerto Vallarta. And she's like, no, there's like this little villa over. And I'm like, okay, I don't even, they're on a different level.
Yeah, you're playing a different game than me, man.
So I'm like, get a load of this fucking guy. This little Chihuahua. He's probably running the streets. I assume probably was like middle of the road, kind of tough, kind of not, like, God, fucking, just outside all the time, digging through the trash. Meets some ladies, like, oh, this lady, smells rich. I'm going to go over there and I'm going to go, okay, makes a little relationship, gets smuggled back to the States. Now he's living in Chesterfield in a house that he couldn't even piss all over if he wanted to. And he's a street tough. He's a street tough. And now he's running these 3 suburban dogs in this house where he gets everything he wants. I'm like, what a rags to riches
He's selling fucking $70 eighths to these fucking dogs.
It's unbelievable, dude. It was what a rags to riches story.
Good morning, Jen. Yo quiero Taco Bell. I lose more respect for people with kids that are assholes. I go a different way. People in general, like they have they start to come into their own a little bit. So you only have so much. I agree. Like, don't raise assholes. Let your kids know they're being assholes. Correct them when they're being assholes. But I think dogs are easier to break than a free-spirited
I'm more on the dog thing. Because the kids, you never quite know what's going on there.
Sure.
I definitely lose. I mean, it's like, I don't know. Parenting is fucking tough. Oh, God. Damn, let's go to break. Let's go to break. Shut it down. Shut it down. You want to say hi before we go to break? You want to take us to break? Okay, never mind then. Everyone I talk to in the doorway is like, good. I'm good on that.
Come on in here, dude.
Come on in. We got a special guest, everybody. Look who it is. Adam Bundren from Bundren Property Group, everybody. Mr. Montana. We're going to go to break.
Mr. Montana.
That's what they've been calling him. Joe.
That's a good little stripper name, Mikey Montana.
Ooh,
I like that.
Let's take him out to break like this. Do a little bit
like
this. Yeah. All right.
Should we give him the Bundren break, the short break, or the long break? Which one?
Give him the long one.
All right. Sorry, Bundren. You're fucked.
Long one. We're going to give him the long one. See you guys. We'll be back in 5 minutes. Insurance 314-961-4800.
Handsome,
amazing,
astonishing,
astounding,
fabulous,
incredible,
fantastical,
phenomenal,
prodigious,
stupendous,
unbelievable,
wondrous,
divine.
fantastical.
No, seriously, he's fantastical.
You got a house.
Go on and get it insured.
You got a car.
You gotta get it insured.
You got a life.
Go on and get it insured. CarltonInsurance.net.
Fantastic. Stupendous. Fantastic.
Hey, boys and girls, I'm talking about native hemp extract. That CBD.
That CBD
Inside of me.
inside of me.
That CBD.
That CBD.
Sweet delicious CBD. That CBD.
That CBD.
Got the CBD. CBD native hemp. That CBD.
That CBD.
You can get it from me.
I can.
That CBD.
That CBD.
Inside of me.
In sodomy.
That CBD.
That CBD.
Inside of me.
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 No. Inside of me.
Sodomy. Inside of me. Native hemp extract. 1,800 milligrams of total cannabinoid goodness from Pike County, Illinois. Get yours at HoosierSophisticate.com.
I'm an outlaw, check it and see. Wanted poster looking like me. Checking the swamp man for a pretty girl. Being an outlaw in an outlaw world.
Hey, I'm an outlaw, check it and see. Wanted poster looking like me. Walking my hound dog, surfing that swamp. Catching crow that do the sweetly stomp. Everybody do the sweetly stomp.
It's a stomp, it's a wiggle, turn around, a little tickle. It's a stomp, move your feet, head on down to Sweet Leaf. Head on down to Sweet Leaf. Head on down to Sweet Leaf.
Dude, man, get on down to Sweet Leaf Emporium and do that Sweet Leaf stomp, man.
James Carlton. James Carlton. James Carlton. You gotta get your insurance. Gotta get that State Farm insurance.
You think you found the best insurance agent in the game? Well, I got news for you. I did, and it's James Carlton. State Farm. CarltonInsurance.net.
961-4800.
Hey, whoa, hey, ho. Craig's over there. Craig's down there. And Adam's over here. Guys, welcome back to the Hoosier Sophisticate Show. If you're watching on Twitch, good job. If you're watching on Facebook, what the fuck is wrong with you?
That's how I watch it.
I'll let you do.
And I even have Twitch.
Put that right in your mouth, dude. I'm here with
Love when you
Adam,
say
but
that.
put it in your mouth. If you're listening on the podcast, I was talking about the microphone. Okay, everybody? We got a special guest in studio, one of my dear friends. He's great. A great guy overall, just great. Adam Bundren's here, everybody.
Hello. Good to. You guys are like professional sports now. You have the fake cheering and everything.
Except, hey, Adam Bundren is here, everybody.
More accustomed to that.
Ooh, that feels better.
Now I can kind of loosen up a little bit. Really getting into my.
Oh, our text line is just blowing up with people saying hi.
Hello.
Adam, you're one of our sponsors. What do you do? What do you do, man? We don't know. We should have asked you before.
Right, you're just. I was like, hey, I have $50. I'm here for some raps, and you're like, you want to sponsor? Right. So we're a real estate company. That's what we do.
What made you get into real estate?
I don't know, man. I'm like a serial entrepreneur. I've always had shit that I did, different businesses, and I worked for other people for a long time, and I got tired of working for other people and seeing like them build their shit and me be like, I'll take my two-week check and maybe go to Branson. Like, it was just I was done with that, and I wanted to do things a different way. And my family's been in real estate forever, so my brother, who's probably a mentor of mine, got me into like the mindset to do it.
He's great.
He's all right, isn't he?
He's great. He got all the good Bundren stuff.
Yeah, he did. He got the looks.
Yeah,
he certainly got the hair. God, can we just talk about it for a second?
Oh my God, no.
Josh Bundren hair segment.
Because my new favorite song, not new, but the Sturgill Simpson song, where he's talking about his hair growing back.
Is that on the Bluegrass album?
No, it's from Sound and Fury. It's Mercury's in retrograde again. He fucking talks about his hair growing back thick and brown. He's like, I can't get rid of it. I'm like, fuck you, Sturgill. Fuck you right in your ass, man. Josh is great. We're getting a lot of text on the text line about how great Josh is. So Josh doesn't do it here, though, does he?
No, he's in Omaha. He does it in Omaha. He's got a company in Omaha that he does. He builds some neighborhoods and stuff. I like that.
Is that Counting Crows?
Speak of the devil.
There he is.
Can't talk right now to you, Josh.
Yeah, bud.
I'm talking about you. Right.
Now,
oddly enough.
He's not.
That's why he's calling. He's like, stop. Like,
dude,
enough.
Hey, I don't want anyone.
Nobody knows about my hair.
It's a wig, dude. Stop. You're making me feel bad. If I could find a wig like that, I'm wearing it tomorrow.
I can't believe you haven't found a wig like that.
I got a couple. I got a couple that kind of mimic it. But he's pretty much failing in Omaha, right? Like, he's
really scraping the bottom of the barrel. No, he's doing good things, unfortunately.
You been to Omaha?
Yeah.
Awesome.
It's amazing.
Is it?
I would move there tomorrow.
I love the pictures that he posted.
I would move tomorrow.
Really?
Tomorrow. They have it figured out.
Why is that?
The city's a grid.
Yeah.
You can. If you get lost, you're never lost. You know exactly where you are. Like just.
North or south, you'll find
it's it. It's it. There's like a vein through the center. You know about the vein. There's a vein through the center of the city. Real thick vein. And pulsating. Yeah. You'll find.
I've been there.
You'll find your way home.
Oh, I've been to Omaha.
What the fuck? You asked me how it is.
I've just been to that throbbing vein. Hey, don't push on this though.
Oh goodness.
I put this table together. Hold on. Yeah. Hold on.
Oh Lord, this is a real thing here. You got. I'm gonna put my hands in my pockets. Oh my God.
Seth, our producer, is in here and he's leaning on it, and it pushes forward. And I go, dude, you're leaning on it. He goes, no, I'm not. As he's doing this, I'm like, I can see it's physics happening right before my eyes right now, you asshole.
I'm watching you lean on it.
What's the market like in Omaha? Because
it's similar market.
Is it?
Yeah, it's a Midwest market. I mean, from what I hear, they do a little bit more new construction than us, but I mean, it's tough for buyers, really good for sellers. The market's actually down. People are like, oh man, I talk to people all the time. They're like, this market's hot. I'm like, it's not. It's actually down.
It's hot. St. Louis is a hot market.
Yeah, it's not a hot market. It is a down market.
No, it's bad.
And getting worse.
It's getting worse. It's bad. There's a lot of bad things happening right now.
Get out. Don't buy. Just rent.
Dump all your assets. Move them into crypto.
Yeah, that's what I would do.
That's what I would do.
Man, is it still going up?
Yeah, I got into one of my wallets last night, so things are looking on the up and up, bud.
Okay.
I'm voting for Democrats for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
Why are you going a lot over there? It's weird.
Got a lot of money.
I don't know what that means.
That's not money. That's
that's
that kind of money.
Yeah.
$11 in crypto. All right, I want to buy a house. How do I go about it?
You just call us. Yeah, you just call us.
24 hours.
24 hours.
24 hours a day, apparently.
Famously.
24 famous.
Yeah, it's on your website, Jack. Don't take it up with me.
Hey, did I change it after I heard you talk about it? Come on.
And then our shtick was like, we called Adam about 2:30 in the morning last night. He's like, "You ready for that dream home, baby?"
No, dude, I was cracking up. I thought it was hilarious. It's a good bit.
Well, we were like, we're looking on your website. We're like, fun stuff. We're like, maybe he said something funny in here in his bio or something. We're like, open 24 hours a day.
I'll tell you what, there ain't nothing that gets me fucking all worked up quite like bungalow talking about 3:26 a.m.
Man, split level
Talk that fucking bungalow to me.
You want to split for you? 425? I'll get it to you.
Good school district.
Hey,
We have a fan that's curious to know if anyone has actually called in the middle of the night.
Yeah, I mean, of course.
Naturally.
Yeah, I mean, it's
That's,
usually...
that's what we call the Hoosier bump.
In the middle of the night.
Middle of the night.
I go walking in my dream. Bring it back to Billy Joel. Bring it back to Billy Joel.
90% of the time, 99%... That's terrible. 99% of the time when that happens, it's about something that I have nothing to do with. Like,
Oh, sure.
Hey, our window's broken. And I'm like... I
we put your cell phone number on the ad?
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
It all ties together. So if they call the office
so
number,
why
it
don't
goes
you
to
get
my
off
cell.
my back, Jen?
You guys also have his cell phone number on our ad?
Not even his business
Not
number.
even our business number? That was from the
You-
website, wasn't it?
It was right off of the everything.
Everything's
I know
from the
nothing about Adam Bundren. Everything I got is off of his fucking website. Okay?
He knows what I told him about
That's
Adam Bundren,
exactly
okay?
right.
That's all
You
he
know
knows.
what I want you to know, Craig.
That's right. That's fair.
All right, I need to buy a house. I call you. Oh, hey, Adam, I need to buy a house. What's my next step, man? I got a little bit of cash saved up, and I'm ready to start looking.
Not even really interested in the cash you have right away.
Oh, really?
So,
Okay. I don't have anything right
Perfect.
now. I'm a loser.
Typically, the way that
I
it
am.
works is you call, you need to buy a house, we'll set an appointment with you. We sit down, we have a consultation. It's 30 minutes, an hour. We find out what's important to you. We find out kind of what you're looking for, where you're looking. We get a lot of information that has nothing to do with houses. Ask about your pets, your kids, stuff like that. It's a relational business. We want to keep it that way. And then we set you up with a professional to talk about your finances and see what you can afford. That's it. It's very simple.
And you start looking?
Yeah. Yeah, we prospect every day for our buyers, so we're on the market searching every single day. We have a big board in front of us.
You and Jenny work your asses off. It's admirable. And Jenny works for him too, my wife. That's why obviously this is all happening. Like if I can't get sponsors, I'm not related.
Right.
Okay, that's kind of
Thanks.
the deal here.
Thanks.
Yeah. No,
we're
he wanted
great,
nothing to do
though.
with me
Yeah.
until Jenny's like, please help me with my husband. Please, he's got this stupid radio dream.
She's the best
Throw him
salesperson
a
we got.
fucking crumb, would ya? He said 3 months. We'll give him 3 months. Okay, well, what's the hot areas right now? Are there any hot spots that everybody's like, ooh, I got to move to Kirkwood?
I mean, all those areas are going to be tough to find. Kirkwood, Webster, St. Louis Hills, Southampton.
Are people moving out?
Oh, for sure. People are always moving out. People are moving into St.
A lot of them
Louis
have even been.
proper.
A lot of them have even been said to be trading in their Chevy for a Cadillac.
Yeah. It's Billy Joel again. Let's do this whole thing, Billy
Is
Joel.
it Billy Joel Day? Is it his birthday or something?
No, we talked about him yesterday. Craig's like, he's fine.
He's
got
fine.
4 good songs.
He's
Whoa.
got 14
Thank
good
you.
songs. He's got 14.
Oh, it's
good
14
songs.
Okay,
today.
yeah, it's 14 today.
It's 14 today. It is. It changed.
Okay, I'm glad
Last
that
night
you
I
did
put
change.
on Billy Joel Essentials and I'm like, yeah, he did have more bangers than I thought.
Yes,
He
I
did
don't know.
more bangers than I thought.
Bangers?
Fucking bangers, bud.
Did bangers come out of this whole Catholic school banger meme? Is that why everybody's saying banger now? Have you seen that meme? Or you posted it, didn't you?
I haven't.
I
Oh, the
contributed
song.
to it. We were talking about Catholic school bangers. It's been, I mean, the term banger's been around longer than that. It's, club banger. Like that's the.
Yeah, sure.
What's your Catholic school banger, Adam Bundren?
I almost commented, and mine is "Our God is an awesome God."
That's like a Protestant.
Whatever, dude. You did hand symbols. I don't know what they were. It's a power play dance, but I feel like there was hand symbols to it.
You could always work in some sort of always be bringing in the Lord.
You're always
and
bringing the Lord
here.
in.
and bringing it here. Into
Sure.
the basket.
Sure. Our God is an awesome God. We never sang that in church. I only saw it on that fucking
Like
commercial.
Technicolor Dreamcoat or some shit, wasn't it?
Joseph in the Technicolor Dreamcoat. Get some culture.
What did I say? Jesus?
Yeah.
Well,
he wasn't
same
wearing.
diff.
Jesus wore. He was more into natural tones. I'm surprised you didn't know
I
that.
guarantee Jesus was wearing something form-fitting, bright colors.
Never wore bright colors.
I bet he did.
His
He was a
color
modest
was the
man.
message.
Yes.
I know.
The word.
Thank you.
Right.
It was the light of God.
Yeah.
You guys wouldn't have lasted 2 seconds in 0 AD, 1 AD.
Oh yeah.
Palestine and Nazareth.
You don't think so?
Tell me more,
Jack?
Judas.
You
Yeah.
wouldn't- Oh,
Yeah.
you think?
Iscariot?
Judas, well, that whole deal was wrong. Judas had to do what he had to do
Okay.
to save everybody. He had to do what he had
Had
to
to
do.
do
So I'll
it.
be Judas all day.
You're a Judas guy.
Right.
I'm a Judas guy.
Big Judas
I'm
guy.
a Judas apologist.
You're gonna
He's
figure
a
out just
Judas
fine in today's day and age.
apologist. I'll tell you what.
Canceled after this show. This guy likes Judas.
I stood by Peter for the first 2 fuck ups, but the third time I couldn't.
Dude,
That's
abide
it.
it.
time
You get 2.
the cock
I
crows,
couldn't. I
when the
couldn't.
cock was
I
crowing.
couldn't abide it.
Wouldn't the cock crow?
Yes, sir.
Let everybody know.
Yeah.
The cock crowed
That the
3
cock
times.
crowed. I think that's exactly how it went down.
That's a rooster.
That's disturbing.
That's more of a rooster thing. That's fine.
It's okay.
What do you think a cock is?
He doesn't know.
Crow.
Cock crow.
Crow.
I thought the crow cawed 3 times. Caw-caw.
Oh, that's a battle hawk.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Come on, dude.
Stupid.
Damn, man.
All right, well, I want to move to the woods. Can you help me do that?
Yeah.
Or are you just like, I only do St. Louis area, man?
No, we do acreages, we do woods, we do lots, we do all that good stuff.
Hell yeah.
I mean,
Cool.
we'll really go anywhere. Like, here's the deal: we try not to when we sit down with people, we're like, we don't say like, listen, man, Crestwood and Baldwin's a real good area for you to be in. We just try to find what's important to you. I think we're different in that respect. Is we will go anywhere. I don't want to drive to East Jesus every 4 days, but I will because that's what's important to those people. And so,
Yeah, because you guys do it. Jenny's always going on overnight trips to find houses for people. Which
That's
is
that's totally normal, dude. That's
it's the
life of
industry,
real estate.
Steve. It's just the
It's
industry.
I know.
It's
I
the industry.
get it.
It's fine.
She's like Friday night, got to work late till about 11, comes home, showers immediately.
Yeah, it's
working
just the
hard.
industry.
Smells like
It's the
olive
industry.
juice and gin. Weird.
Oh, that's
Everybody
my
does
dad.
it. Every realtor. It's it's all the teams are doing this.
Can you sell in Illinois or are you just Missouri?
So we have a partner in Illinois.
Okay.
Yeah, so we have a partner in Illinois that we send business to her. She sends business to us. We're not licensed on each other's property, but it's funny when that happens. Usually, I'm in appointments in Illinois because they want to move to Missouri. So
You guys
we go
have
over there
fucking
and
turf.
Yeah. It's good.
I don't
though.
move
She's
in
awesome.
on her area. She don't move in on mine.
Right. She's
Is
great.
it very territorial in the realtor game?
Some people are. It's funny, but I have like this blind. I'm just dumb, so I just walk around. And I'm like, I'm not supposed to be here. I'm
Obviously,
working.
you're
Right.
here with us.
Right. You get it. Right. You get
Of course.
It. No, we don't care. I mean, we don't like. You'll get me regardless if I'm selling in South City or in Festus. It does not matter. So we walk in and.
Yeah, the big difference there is who you're getting if you're selling in South City.
It's
or in
it.
Festus.
That's it.
You're even Steven, but you're selling down here in
But
Festus,
I mean,
bud.
you know, there's a little. You do a little bit of like mirroring and matching of people. You know, you
Yes,
try
sir.
to like somebody's like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
You're doing it, yeah.
You match their whatever they're doing, and it makes them
manipulate
feel.
them.
Yeah,
For sure.
We manipulate a little bit. I mean, it's sales. What the fuck are you talking about?
That's what sales
That's
are.
what I'm trying to do. We were talking about it earlier.
How do you think I got here?
Yeah.
How do you think I
good
got to be your
looks and
friend
a
20 years
hog.
ago?
Our parents sent us CBC, and they're like,
That's a good point.
get these kids out of here. That'll get them into a good spot when they're 36 and 37. Oh, fuck.
I've never felt so good about spending $18,000 on a babysitter in my life.
I did work study, man. I worked in that goddamn cafeteria serving fries. At least I got all the fries I wanted.
I wasn't big on the fries.
Oh.
Chicken sandwich.
Well, I think
could
I
eat
just
them,
wanted
I could
the
eat them by
fries.
a handful. They were, but those fries were like currency.
That's what I'm saying. Like
Yeah.
at tables, if you got up from your seat, well, guess what? You had no fries when you got back, and
Oh, yeah.
no one apologized to
You
you.
gonna eat your cornbread?
Oh, everybody ate your cornbread.
Well, yes, I am. I am
Everybody.
going to eat my cornbread.
Yeah.
Yes, I am. This is my cornbread, see?
And so when I had my little hairnet in the back, the only power move I had was like, guess who gets all the fries back here?
You're the fucking chihuahua.
In the land of the blind, the man with one eye is king.
Steve, a lot
We
of
got any
people,
questions for Adam before we get him
a lot
out
of
of here?
people are pretty interested
Before we get him the hell
in all
out of
the
here.
services that Adam offers. But if you look at the lower right corner of the stream deck, what they're really interested in is how Adam gets down.
This is the dance part of the segment.
This is my move. I'm a big Ravishing Rude fan.
Oh, don't fucking speak my language, pal.
I think everyone pretty much is like, guys, come on, man. If you're gonna shake that dick, shake that dick.
Shake that dick.
Get it out.
I'll take it out. It's
I love
Facebook,
Come on,
Ravishing.
you're a professional.
Oh, not Facebook. Twitch. I won't.
We can do
don't
anything on Twitch now. We're on a gamer stream. I got on this thing. It's like followers for followers. And so then I was putting in all this thing, and I was like, wait a minute. After I'm doing it, and I'm seeing, and now the thing seems to be, which is I didn't even know was a thing, but on Twitch, if I have like a gaming stream, I'd put a picture of my girlfriend who's like, check out Steve's gaming stream. Like, that's what these guys are doing to get these dudes who are like,
I gotta watch this.
Maybe I can jerk off to it. I don't know.
Maybe.
Maybe. Well, there's so many things to jerk off to.
You get to the start screen.
That's what you're gonna go with. And so then people are doing. I'm like in these Twitch networking groups now, which I'm like, I guess that's a thing. So I'm putting our Twitch thing on there, and I'm like comedy and sex, drugs, and rock and roll or whatever. And then people are going, oh, sweet, followed. And I'm like looking at some of them. I'm like, oh fuck. Like 14.
Right. You're going to be real disappointed in this show.
Cool, man. Follow my Fortnite stream.
That's all it
I'm
is.
like, follow for follow. Okay.
Damn it.
Yeah, I don't
I'm
think
on a Twitch
there's
list.
a lot of children. I don't know.
Right.
I'm not trying to get after the children. Our show just is geared. 14-year-old boy's going to watch this show and go, hilarious.
That's
guys
who we
are-
got to take off with.
Yeah, you guys are going to get right.
My kid
That's
made me listen, or had me listen to the Stiff Socks podcast, and I'm like, how many? These guys got national. Like, how many people are listening to this podcast?
Oh.
Because they're they're as raunchy as us, and half as funny. Okay, that's all I'm saying. Half as fucking funny.
I don't think they're even half as funny.
Maybe a quarter is funny. I'm not good at math.
Probably.
I'm not good at math.
See?
They're probably good at math. Maybe that was the difference.
Probably the deal.
That's the difference.
That's probably why they're making a living off of it. No, there's the number 7 Patreon, which is people paid for content. It's called Cum Talk.
Tell me more.
That's all I know.
That's what it is.
Oh, that's
It's
all
just
you
talking
know.
about-
It's
Just talking about cum, like the consistency of it, or the
All things
applications,
cum.
or
flavor
cum jokes,
profiles,
different
Yeah,
viscosities.
What is Kessler's nickname?
Merkenfropper.
No, the Seaman Sommelier.
Oh, he's the seaman sommelier of South
Seaman
City, St.
sommelier.
Louis.
How do you,
South
don't you have to
City.
taste like 10,000 different
Oh yeah.
batches?
You get it.
Oh.
You get it.
I'm confused. I've been friends with him for 20 years. Why have I never had
he's
the
tasted
pleasure?
your batch.
Oh, he has?
Yeah, you're asleep.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
He milks us while we sleep.
Oh, God. Jenny, I'm sorry.
Are a lot of your colleagues watching this? No.
If it's anything like our podcast, there's only a couple of people that watch.
What do you think about that? Yeah, tell us more about your podcast.
Yeah, I mean,
Welcome to our world.
Yeah, welcome to our world. It's
Where can
awesome.
we find it?
It's on Spotify. It's on Apple Podcasts. It's on Google Podcasts. It's on all the podcast
Why you do
places.
it?
We do it just so Jet, my partner in the podcast, is one of my best friends, and she's awesome. We do it
she
because
carries it.
she does
carries
carry
the
it. She's
load.
fucking hilarious.
I know.
She is hysterical, and I just kind of
And she doesn't laugh at her own jokes. I like that.
She doesn't
She's
laugh.
very dry.
no, she does laugh. She cackles.
Yeah.
She's more of a cackle.
I like to get her going though. Like
Oh,
it's
yeah.
it's got to be something good to get her laughing good.
Once she and she claps, she cackles and claps at the same time, which is entertaining for everybody.
She's like,
We started it because we wanted to do a project together, and we both have this, I don't know, affinity for like success, and people are like, man, you're so lucky. You own your own business. You're lucky.
Yeah.
And you're like, everyone hated me for a very long time, and probably still do, in order to get this. So that's the success sacrifice idea. We thought it was cool, and we wanted to explore it in a human way as opposed to asking the same bullshit questions that you get on a podcast. Not like this, but you get it.
Not your typical bullshit podcast. We wanted to be different.
Not the regular hacks.
I do like your guys' first questions always. Who the hell do you think you are?
Yeah.
And it's funny because some people are like, I know you asked this question on the podcast, so I've been thinking about it, and it's still kind of, they're like,
it's always a little perplexing on how they want to.
But then one person, maybe it was Dave. Wait, who did you have? The weather guy? Not Dave.
Glenn Zimmerman.
Glenn Zimmerman. And they're like, who the hell do you think you are? Because they kind of ask that each time. I think they'll take turns, or maybe
Craig's not going to listen. It's fine.
He's not listening. He never listens to me on my show.
I'm just running the show, guys.
yeah, lot to do. Glenn Zimmerman.
Gotta find something to feed you guys, because the Glenn Zimmerman talk is riveting.
No, that's Bob Richards.
Too soon, pal.
Come on.
Bob Richards is the weatherman in St. Louis that kind of went into a mountain.
The curly-haired guy.
Yeah.
Him and Mike Bush used to do those commercials together.
Yeah.
Yep.
Used to.
Man,
Can you believe that? That's our sponsor.
I can believe it.
I get to.
But they go, who the hell do you think you are? And he's like, what the hell is that supposed to mean? And you're like, no, it's kind of a question we ask people. It's like,
please don't get up. Please don't get up.
It's a fun thing that we do. He's like, who the hell do you think you are? It's like,
He did every question. He asked us the question. I was like, this is weird.
Yeah,
just answer it, Glenn.
He's an interesting guy.
He was amazing
Because he's real sharp, and he's the type of guy you're like, that guy's probably a fucking asshole. You know what I mean? A little bit. But then you're like, you're like, this guy, no. There are people who are just a little bit assertive, and from afar, you're like, kind of an asshole.
Yeah.
But then you get to know them, and they're like, no, they just kind of know what they want.
I like
They
to
don't
say
deal
just
with
he's
bullshit.
intentional.
His adjective.
Communication,
Yes.
his line of work, he is an intentional human being. He's
Yeah.
like, if we're going to sit here and talk, I'm going to talk with intent. I'm not going to ask you and something and then be like, oh, yeah, go ahead and answer it. I'm going to look around.
Like Craig.
Yeah. He is very intentional.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
think
he's looking at us now. Wow, he actually.
I've been looking at you. I'm just I having Adam in here. It's nice to have an intellectual in the studio whenever we have our morning show going. So I was going to throw a topic to you guys, just because I think Adam's a little deeper than just selling houses.
You might be right.
Craig likes to take all my ideas and then be like, "Here's what I did to fucking."
Here's what'll make it
show.
better. That's all.
Yeah, exactly.
That's all.
All right, well, hit us with this.
What harsh truths do you prefer to ignore?
Oh, you looked up most philosophical, thought-provoking questions?
Yes.
Oh, man, that was a fucking wild.
You got a
Google
fucking
search.
drum to bang or a G chord to play or something, pal? I asked you a tough
I
question.
broke a string. That thing's useless to me now. I can't play a
We
high
got
E.
xylophone, bud. We got.
I just need you to hit the high E on the xylophone.
I can do that whenever you're hitting the.
Whenever I hit a G.
Oh, that's not bad. That's not bad.
Just hot water?
It's just warm milk.
It's weird.
Craig takes credit for all my ideas too.
Oh, she gets it. Yep. She gets it.
Yep. Everything.
What's your question, Craig? I'll play.
I'm trying to ask you guys
I'll play
a
along.
philosophical question.
I'll play along.
Okay. We had people asking for more philosophy talk because on our open it says we talk about philosophy
But we
and
don't.
dick jokes, a little bit of cum, a little bit. So one of the questions here that I think is interesting is what harsh truths do you prefer to ignore? Adam a little taller than you?
Yeah, I don't like it.
Stand on the back.
Harsh truths do you prefer to
Yeah,
ignore?
what are some things that maybe are realities in life that you're just not giving any attention to?
I would say that none of us are special at all. Nobody is special. Everybody is the same. Everybody is boring. Everybody has their own shit. Everybody has their own lives. You're not special, so just like do the best you can, be a good person, and then see what happens.
I like it.
Aren't you, though, at the same time, the most special?
So yeah, you can flip it, right? Because no one is special, everyone is special. No one, like, what I mean is it's very I have a difficulty being around people who life happens to them. Everything's happening to them.
No doubt.
Life happens for you. Like, you get the opportunity to react. We are not, I kind of stand by the stance of nothing is your fault, but everything is your responsibility. Like, it may not be your fault, but you have to address it at some point, or you're just going to falter and become mush and become nobody and become a cog in the wheel. Like, if you want to run your life, run your fucking life. You have the opportunity to do it, do it. And you can take that political, you can take that any way you want, but everybody has the opportunity to succeed. Your starting point may not be the same as mine or may not be the same as that person's, but you have the opportunity, and your path is going to be different, but you still have a path. So you can either bitch and never be successful because nobody gave you anything, or you could take your path and go fucking make it.
Yeah. That's kind of the one thing that everybody that is successful has in common, right? It's like they've all overcome whatever hardship. Yeah, whatever's thrown their way.
Right. I mean, I have my shit, you know. I have stuff that has made me want to quit in all different variations, but everybody else has too.
You're boning my wife up, Adam. You're boning my wife up.
Oh, shit.
Actually, she's calling right now.
We need to take a commercial break real quick. The thing about being special, too, I often think about that. Because, I mean, we talk about psychedelics on here and how it has an ability to make you realize, oh, it's all connected. And I remember listening to an Aubrey Marcus podcast where he said he was in a ceremony space, and this deity comes down to him and says, "You are the gum on the shoe that time forgot about." And I was like, whoa, that's crazy. And he goes, "You are one drop of water in the ocean that is forever changing and limitless. That's how much you mean."
Right.
Just so you know, that's your part in all of this.
Right.
And it's like, holy shit. I don't want to get lost too much in that sauce, though. I don't want to get lost in too much like, fuck, there's no meaning to anything.
Yep.
I want to kind of balance that out with, oh, my kids are the most important thing. My wife, my mom, my dad, these things, my friends. Like, I do want to say your life's valuable and important, because I think that social aspect of this human existence that we're going through, I'm in agreement with all the responsibility talk, because that goes together with the community thing. If you have someone who has your back too, like, hey, none of this means anything.
Right.
And because it doesn't, I love you, man.
Yep.
And we're going to get through this. And I think this is maybe where you need to check yourself, and this is maybe where you can get better. I'm being intentional about my words to you.
This is a real... It feels like it's
I need to talk to you.
Right. It feels like a very...
I was going to do this on cam, but I figured now is the best time to do it.
It's fine. Just do it. I've been waiting for it.
But just knowing that you are nothing, but you're also somebody's everything at times. And there's also times where you can kind of go, hey, I didn't realize anything. Oh, Adam called me and goes, hey, how you doing, man? I was fucking checking in on you. And you're like, fuck, that kind of made me feel good in here.
I needed that.
Really doesn't matter on the grand scheme of things, but in that moment, at that time, that fucking may have been the most meaningful shit of all time. But really, doesn't fucking matter.
Nothing. Right. It was nothing.
It was nothing.
Right.
And that's where, like we were talking about earlier with like Facebook, how sometimes Facebook can kind of steal the value of that shit. Because people are like, hey, happy birthday, and check out my podcast.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, oh, cool, you fucking care. So it's this, with the advent of social technology, it's kind of figuring out what's real and what's not. What friends are there to be like, oh, dude, I'm here for you no matter what. I'm not just fucking.
Well, it like gamified authenticity. You know what I mean? Like, you have the opportunity to be authentic and call you and be like, hey, happy birthday, Steve. And now it's a game. You know, it notifies me in the morning. I don't even have to remember that it's your birthday. You are not special to me, because all I have to do is check a notification and go, happy birthday.
Yep.
So it's completely removed the authenticity.
Why do I feel like that's exactly what you did? It's kind of just ran it down.
Yeah. I believe I texted you.
I think it was because it only had a period on it and not 3 exclamation points.
Exactly.
That's how you knew he was full of shit.
That's the deal.
I think double tapping that space bar is much more difficult than 3 exclamation points.
Anybody can put. Sometimes I'm not.
You guys are two space after the period? Why is that going away?
It's going away?
You know that?
I didn't know that.
The update?
Yeah. You're not supposed to space twice after a period.
Oh, after a period. Yeah, that's fine.
That was just for the typewriters.
But now with your text,
if you hit space twice, it puts a period in there.
A period in one space.
Nice.
And then you can start going.
Nice.
I've been using the swipe thing.
I've been on swipe for a hot minute.
I can't.
It's the only
it's
way
so
I do
much
it now.
faster. Apple's keyboard sucks.
I'm so dumb.
Comparatively to like, because Droid's been on that shit for 10 years. The swipe is awesome.
My Samsung was the best swiper.
The best.
No
and
swiping.
I got to tell you, I don't know who is making Apple's dictionary or whatever, but the autocorrects and the things that it comes up with on the swipe, get it
fucking together.
Yeah, it's insane.
Get it together. You could map my scrotum with all of the.
I have.
Yeah, with the scrot cam, 3000 that comes in Apple 12, iPhone
Everybody
12.
knows.
But
you
you
don't have to
can't.
explain it to 'em.
But I can't write out a word that I use 50 times a day without it being autocorrected. I'm fucking over it.
Sometimes they'll just change a so to a to.
Or a do.
Yeah, why?
Like, I'll say how so? How
How
do?
And I'm like,
Have I ever said that? How do? Can we get some grammar in with our spelling?
Help me out, Jack.
Jeez.
how do?
How do?
How do?
How do, man?
I think I'm going to actually. Never
How
mind.
do?
Keep that in.
They're like, we're trying to help you sound better.
Right.
Okay, you want to move some houses? You say how do, people. How do you do?
So, but what you were talking about
Yeah.
before all this madness happened.
Sure.
The one thing that I learned over the last few years about life is everything is about what we leave behind and the mechanism in which we use to leave it behind. So I last year went through some stuff and was in a serious soul searching type of, still in it. Obviously, I'm doing the psilocybin treatment. But our legacy is not what we leave behind. It's what others leave behind. It's not our responsibility to build our legacy. It's our responsibility to build a legacy of others. So when I lost my mom last year, that was like everything that she taught me, I wasn't doing for me. I was doing so that her legacy would be bigger. So my responsibility is to build hers and hopefully do it using a similar path. I mean, she's way better than I am.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But for sure, I mean,
we're not debating
the drop
that.
in the ocean.
Yeah,
situation.
we're not debating that.
But the mechanism she used was just love. So like, if you boil it down to love and legacy, I think that's everything. Like you can get really, really small about life and say, okay, legacy is what's left behind, and love is the mechanism in which we leave it. That's it. And just use that going forward. You can be in an okay spot.
The guy is a grandmaster of segues, because the next question I was going to throw at you two gentlemen was, what actions in your life will have the longest reaching consequences? How long will those effects be felt?
Well, that's thinking about eternal life too. We talk about AI and stuff and uploading our consciousness, and it made me think, how do you live forever? And I think that's how you live forever.
Yeah.
Like, my kids are wearing shirts with your mom's words on them.
Yeah.
And before they go to bed, and they're like, oh, be kind.
Yeah.
That's living forever. It's not building a Tower of Babylon to be like, I was here.
Yeah.
I did it all. And you guys come worship the statue. It's like, no, the teachings and the little subtle things that my grandma left behind, I'm now giving to my kids.
It's a recipe. Like, we are leaving recipes for life and recipes for success. You don't remember who wrote it. You just know how to make it. And so if you can figure out a way, that's good.
Did you just come
I
up with
just
that?
came up with that.
Fuck no, because I'm like, that's a whole allegory story right there.
Yeah.
You have the recipe book.
No, I mean, that's...
Got a pen over there? Let me see that marker.
I think that's how you win, is you figure out what's like. When I was in construction, my dad used to tell me to build or make a sandwich, make a peanut butter and jelly. Like, I wasn't good at building things right away, and he's like, just figure out the steps and just do the steps. Like, just follow the recipe. Yeah. So that's it. Like, love and kindness and compassion and being empathetic to others is all you can. Like, I don't have much sympathy for others. I have empathy all over the place. Like, I can feel I get it. But it's all about how you use it. It's all about what your next steps are. And so I think if we just like reverse engineer, like, what type of humanity do we want to live in? One that is full of love and compassion? Okay, well then we should be loving and compassionate and follow, a great lesson that my mom taught me. And you've probably heard some of it. I had the amazing opportunity to have a conversation with her recorded a month before she passed. And I asked her, I'm like, why are you like this? Like, it's so easy she had such a shit hand dealt to her.
Yeah.
Well, like, in multiple avenues, and she never was the victim. And I was like, why are you like that? Like, why aren't you methed out and like blaming everybody?
I'm in Vegas, baby.
Right, blaming the world. And she's like, anytime something bad happened, I just try to do something nice for someone else, because that energy that I gave them, I got. It's like, okay.
That's the ultimate force and counteraction of the shit, because a lot of times the worst thing I think people can do is take advantage of a nice person and turn them cold.
Yeah.
Because how many times have you heard someone go, yeah, I used to fucking help people all the time. I got fucking burnt like 5 times. I don't know, fuck it.
Yeah.
I'll just go fucking live somewhere by myself. Fuck it.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, someone
It's because
did
they're
that
attached to the
you.
result.
Yes.
They're attached to
Yes.
the benefit, the kickback. And it's like, I mean,
it's not what it's for.
It's not at all. You could turn it into a business conversation. We hear it all the time. In our industry, it's full of snakes, you know? I mean, I have tons of great friends that are in this business, but there's a lot of shit agents out there who are either looking for a buck or looking to just grab that transaction. Like, they will get theirs. Their karma will come back. Yeah. If all you're looking for is the end result, you might win small, but you're going to lose big, like in life. And so it's the same exact thing. I mean, what are you trying to get out of that action? Are you trying just to put some good energy in the world? Then do it and shut the fuck up about it and don't worry about what comes back to you.
Yeah, I always have a problem too with balancing how I'll look at other people's lives, and that kind of gives me a frame of reference to say, well, fuck, they are going through so much worse. What do I have to complain about? But is it a point where I don't complain about anything? Do I get out of the cycle of being like, this really pisses me off? Or do I use that, say this really pisses me off, I'm making a change about it? Because I think there's a delicate dance that's done there, because you can go off the deep end and say, okay, their life's way worse than mine. Nothing bad ever happens to me. And you kind of just, like you said, you're not living
blind,
life.
yeah.
You know, you're just like, okay, well, I'm at least happy. But I don't have it as bad as them. I'm just going to keep it. It's kind of like, well, do you have your blinders on? Are you really soaking up the most of life? And then you can't go the opposite direction either, where it's, oh, man, I got it the worst.
Yeah.
I'm not even looking at anybody. I got it worse than them. I'm not Bill Gates' son.
Right.
I'm not this person born into all this money. Like, my life sucks.
And they have their shit too, right?
A lot of times they have more psychoses that they know what to deal with, because it's already laid out for them that it's like, you got it made, and they're like, I don't, though, up here.
Yeah.
Like, in it here, I don't. And that's like a whole fucking weird thing.
It'll blow your mind. It'll blow your head up. Yeah. I mean, we try to operate, or I try to operate, and even instill this like into the business, is like, we have 5-second funerals and 5-second parades. And I try to live that way in life. Like, if something great happens, let's celebrate it. Let's high five about it. Let's hug, do the things, take a quick trip. Yeah. If we have a big loss, let's feel it. Like, feel it. It's important to feel it, because when you feel it, it changes the outcome the next time you're presented with that situation. Yeah. But if you sit and linger on everything all the time, the wins and the losses, you're going to be doing this all the time. Like you kind of joked earlier, like Steady Eddie, like that's who you should be.
Joked.
Yeah, he said a joke. Did you hear
him?
It was
a joke every now and then.
It was a joke. Nobody laughed, but we heard it.
Oh, yeah.
We heard it.
You guys get it.
Yeah, I mean, I think just...
It's kind of like sports. You always hear the greatest sports champions, like Madison Bumgarner. He fucking pitched in 3 consecutive World Series games, hit like a home run, and they interviewed him afterwards, and he's like, yeah, played pretty good, had a pretty good game. They're like, no, you are
the best in the world.
History just was formed around you, and he's like, threw the ball pretty hard, and then I got lucky on that one, hit it out, and I'm like, what the fuck? And a lot of guys like the Gretzkys or the Lemieux, they're all super, even just being in the sports world, that's such a
because they're great.
Balance. Yes.
They're not just good, they're great.
And they're not like, we lost.
Right.
This is the worst ever. Fuck the team. This sucks. They're like, oh, we lost the game.
And when you see players that do that, those are just good players. They're not great. They're not good. Yeah. They're not great teammates. They're not great players. They're never going to be remembered for anything. They might be remembered for a bat flip or a fuck you or something like that. They're never going to be remembered.
An instigator, a fight, or something like that.
That's it.
You
know, and like
they'll never be named captain.
You should want to be great. You should want that. Like if you don't have the drive professionally to do that, that's fine. But like in life, you should want to be great. You have the opportunity. If you don't try to be great, you're wasting your potential that was given to you by something else. And so like being calm is all about that.
But I that's where I think I'm robbing myself. But like you said, you got to feel it. That's what, because
you have to.
I don't want to go, I don't want to go full Madison Bumgarner. I want to be like, did you see me hit that fucking thing?
Yeah, right.
fucking blew my own mind for a second. Holy shit! But then like we always talk about having a closer's mentality too.
Yeah.
Like you go out there, you get your 3,000 save or whatever. It's like cool. You know, I took a fucking nap before that. Or if you blow your Brad Lidge and you blow it, you got to be able to come back the next night and go. Yep. This is what I
Short
do.
memory. Yep.
That's just, and I always like that. This is what I do, and that's a recipe for some sort of success. If you get the beginning portion of the recipe and say, this is just what I do. This thing right here.
Yep.
I'm simplifying it into, well, what do you do? This is what I do.
Yep.
This is just I leave an impact. I try to help people.
But you can push every ounce that you have in that small, tiny little window of your responsibility. You don't have to worry about anything else. It's just, this is where I'm putting every single ounce of what I have.
He talks about sweeping up his corner of the.
All I can do is sweep my corner of the room.
Yeah, just like, okay, everybody gonna, okay, well, I'm fucking going hard.
All right, I'm gonna knock mine out. Yep.
Yeah, and then if we all work together, we're gonna have a clean ass room.
Yep.
Couple meth heads in here, clean it up.
And get it picked up right away. Hey, Adam, on to the real hard question. Who's the hottest TV dad?
TV dad?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Like, which TV dad
this is easy.
Could
easy for
it?
you?
Yeah, it's fucking John Stamos. I know it's not like
he's not a dad.
Yeah, he was a dad. He had twins, Nikki
those
and
are,
Alex.
No, those little shits. Those aren't
those little shits.
Nick and Alex watched the show, dude.
Yeah, Nikki and Alex are not—they're not buying from Bungeon Property Group after that fucking disrespect.
Yeah, they got cash.
Yeah, we don't work with them.
What?
What's a cash buyer?
And there's another easy one too.
God, I'm okay. I got it.
Okay.
Patrick Dempsey.
Yeah, step by step. No
Duffy,
doubt.
Patrick Duffy.
Patrick Duffy, sorry.
Yeah.
Patrick Duffy.
Patrick Dempsey's a handsome little lad, too. Though.
Yeah.
He's not a dad, though.
No, he's not a
Grey's
dad.
Anatomy.
Oh, yeah, he ends up having David.
Patrick
Or
Duffy.
did she lose the baby?
I don't know.
I don't know.
That
It's
show,
fucking
I just saw a
heartbroken.
commercial of them. They look
I can't believe it's still going.
They look
What's the
85
deal?
years old.
What's
on
the
commercial.
deal? How is
Her
that
and
show still
McDreamy,
on?
Gray and McDreamy, they're like on the beach and they're like,
yes.
McSteamy? Oh, McDreamy.
Patrick Duffy is the most handsome.
What about that long
It's a great
haired
choice.
dude?
I think that was my choice. That was the couple I would most likely cuck is Patrick Dempsey and Suzanne Summers. That's who I chose.
The long-haired guy, though, from My Two Dads with Paul Reiser.
Oh, that had the beard, like Colored Me Bad, and like the earring.
Yeah.
That guy was bad to the bone, dude.
What about
We had some fun with him.
what was his name? Balky or something? What was it?
Balky?
Balky.
Yeah.
He wasn't
Balky.
a dad, though, from
No, he
Perfect
wasn't a dad.
Strangers.
I'm sure he's a dad to all kinds of illegitimate kids.
He was on a fantastic show called The Leftovers. He was really.
Is that HBO? I started like the first. I got to get back into that.
Dude, I'll say this: it's one of my favorite shows of all time.
It's a depressing show.
Obviously, that's why it's one of my favorite shows.
I get it. I only listen to sad music.
But every person I've talked to is like, worst show ever on television.
Dude, I've heard otherwise. What are you
doing?
Put my wiener in Craig's face.
Don't put mine up.
Yeah, put it both over there. You guys are disgusting. Scuzzle butt. What does that mean? I honestly can't believe that show is still on either Grey's Anatomy. It's had a hell of a run.
What was that guy's name? My Two Dads.
He didn't.
Paul Reiser, but
he didn't
the
find
other...
much work after My Two Dads.
Greg Evigan.
What's his name?
Greg Evigan.
Is he dead? What happened to him? Greg Evigan?
Sounds dead.
I gotta see.
Better not ask that Evigan.
Oh shit, he's hot.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I just hear that dude say,
Jump Street also?
"I wanna sex you up."
He just seems like he would have been fun
Great
too.
blue eyes. Here, you want me to throw him on the desktop?
Because he was a fun dad, and Paul Reiser was kind of like that.
There you go. There's what he looks like.
For everyone listening on the podcast, if you check out this feed on Twitch or YouTube or Periscope or Facebook or whatever, you're going to be able to see the hot guys from My Two Dads right now. So that's what you're missing out. If you're listening to the podcast, you're missing out.
I'll bet Paul Reiser is a very unselfish lover.
Why do you say that?
He just seems like he's just really eager to please.
I think he is.
You think he's just a smug fucking?
I think he just lays there and lets it happen to him. He's just
That's fair.
A submissive.
Yeah, that's fair.
I feel like he's going.
That's fair.
What are you doing over there? You know, you got a feet thing over here. Can you come and get good up on my side? My arm hurts.
You know what I was missing today? I was missing a Paul Reiser impersonation this morning. I was.
And I haven't heard of Paul Reiser do anything. That's impressive. You can still pull that out.
Well, he's in a new show with that I've been watching, Red Oaks, on Amazon Prime. It's fucking great. It's like Caddyshack meets the 90s ski trip, summer, vacation type show. You know, like
it's a comedy though.
Total comedy.
Okay.
And Paul Reiser.
I need a
back.
comedy.
He's rich. He runs a country club in the 80s. It's 1985. It's pretty good. A country club right outside of New York.
I'll check it out. I need a good comedy.
Red Oaks. Check it out immediately. But Paul Reiser's in there. You know what I mean? Like,
whoa. He was born.
But I hated him in Mad About You.
Born the day after my pop. Yeah, he wasn't really much anything else. He did play Zuko in a Broadway production of Grease.
Was Mad About You supposed to be a comedy?
Yeah. What do you mean? What do you think it was?
I thought it was like serious and dark.
I thought it was just Helen Hunt's beaver on display the whole time.
No.
Different movie.
That was a different one?
That's Twister.
Oh. He was on BJ and the Bear.
Of course he was.
Was he BJ?
He was the bear.
Is he BJ? he's definitely a bear.
He's not that hairy.
He's a little hairy.
You think?
I think he's very hairy.
Is that a monkey, not a bear?
Yeah, he's BJ, dude. He's BJ from BJ and the Bear.
Fuck? BJ and the Bear's about a monkey?
BJ's the monkey.
Get the fuck out of here.
And Greg Evans is just blowing dudes on the down low.
Shut your mouth.
On
That's
the
what
bear
that show
circuit.
is about?
Yes, you didn't know that?
No. I thought it was like Smokey and the
he listened to Billy Joel all the time.
There was a guy on 21 Jump Street that looked like him, but I don't think it's the
he
same
wasn't
guy.
on 21 Jump Street. That's why he was
on
Billy
Park,
Joel
Scuzzlebutt had Patrick Duffy for a leg.
I always promised I'd never name my kid Ira.
Oh yeah, that's a pretty good promise to
Was
make.
that was Paul Reiser's? That was Paul Reiser's name? I'm mad about you.
Don't take Paul Reiser from me.
You're a better Paul Reiser.
Didn't you hear him earlier? He said he takes your ideas, he just makes them better.
Yep, I'm playing the little.
I just
drums.
polish them up a little bit, bud.
I'm playing the little drums right now. Hey, did you see that?
Yeah.
See that painting?
I talked to her
Isn't that
about
awesome?
it. It's phenomenal.
Isn't that so cool?
They what a house you got them, bud.
Yeah, the polish.
Beautiful, isn't it?
They're really close to me now. I'm
Yeah,
pretty
it's a beautiful
What's up with
place.
that lake?
about that.
What do you mean? What's up with it? It's a lake?
Got fish in
It's
it?
got fish in it, bud.
Oh, hell yeah. They got a public dock entrance right by their house. It's awesome. That place.
How
is awesome.
hard would it be for your team to find, like, if I'm like, I want some land with a spring and a place to build a
Can you
house, and like
filter by spring?
like after you
Spring-fed?
do your meeting with it, like how hard is it to find exactly what you want?
It's
Like,
not hard. I
is
mean,
it?
no. I mean, now if you're just like, we want land anywhere.
Yeah, that's pretty much.
Then we're going to
certain
probably
areas.
zero in on something that is like within the aspect of what we just looked at.
Gotcha.
But if you're like, hey, I need to be south, I want to be, west of 67, then
Yeah.
now we can start looking in that area. But for sure,
Gotcha.
yeah.
Okay,
We've
wasn't
had to
sure.
do that.
Because I've tried to look on my own, and it can get fucking overwhelming with all of the different.
You
things,
tried to look on your own? Your wife works for a real estate company.
What does she do?
Idiot.
What does
I
she
mean,
do? I should listen more. No, this was like a while ago. Like we were talking about looking for land. Like wouldn't it be cool if we could all go in on a patch of land.
And then Steve remembered he had land because he's a land baron.
Then I remember I had land in Cedar Hill. And I was like, I can do it out there. There's one neighbor though. I gotta.
shouldn't there.
You got to buy some Bitcoin from him?
No, just joking. Is that what that means? Is that the
It was a
international
native
sign
him
for
callback,
Bitcoin?
bud. It was a native him callback.
No, it's Dan.
Did you get any of this today?
Did I?
I don't think you did.
I think I did.
I don't know.
Yeah, I'll take some.
You should take some. Give some to Adam, too. Feed it to Adam.
I'll feed it to him.
Good. Yeah, there you go. You got to scoot over. Go that way. There it is. Oh, yeah. Can you reach that high?
Shut up.
Oh, yeah. Papa. Okay.
You want to do me? That's refreshing.
Do me. Is it, for those listening to the podcast at home, is it two men having sex? Or are they feeding each other CBD?
Or are they doing the military press?
That was definitely two gay men having sex.
Why is this song on there? I like it.
We got a producer, baby.
And he loves mariachi.
Thank you. Thanks for knowing.
I listen.
There's only 2 songs, and he's acting like he's fucking putting a guy.
Oh, there's only 2 songs, bud.
Well, I'm hitting it again. What song you got on there now? Oh, third song. We had a fucking producer over there. I don't know.
Okay. Right.
Where's Mike when you need him?
All right, bud. Try it again if you want.
Okay, I'll
Try again if you want. Is this Enya?
I almost died on the way home from a CBC party.
Listening to Enya?
Why?
Give him we're gonna play that for Adam to give everybody a pep talk before he gets out of here.
Okay, cool.
We're gonna put a little music.
Well, I was
behind
fucking driving home from like Chris Garlick's house. Remember he had that giant freaking mansion?
I was never invited, but I heard about
accidentally, I drove into it's like that neighborhood there, Clayton, by that old Schnucks, and I was like, I'm not allowed in this neighborhood because that like gates like Park Forest or something.
Right.
And I'm like, okay. So I go in there, and I remember I thought his pool house, guest house, was his house. I'm like, oh God, cool house. And he's like, this is
where the help stays.
Yeah, I know. And I was like, oh, it's 3 times bigger than my fucking house. And I remember being real nice inside, like real nice cabinetry and shit. And I'm like, man, this is nice. So I remember hanging out a little bit, chatting with some gals, hell deal, like we don't like you and stuff. I was like, oh shoot,
quit looking at me.
Just wait.
We're getting ready to leave.
You're gonna like me before this is all said and done.
So then I leave, and I'm super tired. And I used to go to parties by myself, obviously. So I'm driving home, and I'm like,
that's how we met.
I'm like, yeah, hey man, what's up? I roll down the window a little bit, and I'm like, driving.
What are you driving? What is this?
Joystick.
Yeah, what kind of car you got, bud?
I don't know.
Fucking spaceship?
VR.
Fiat?
So I'm driving home, and I'm rolling down my window a little bit, and I remember Enya comes on, and I'm like, man, it's kind of soothing or whatever. So it's
I fucking love Enya.
Who can say, the whole deal. And I'm like, man, this is great. And I remember like closing my eyes, and I'm like, ah! And I'm like, are you intentionally trying, like,
lulling you to sleep?
Yes, if I was trying to kill myself at the wheel,
you were doing a good job.
This is what I would do. I'd be like, fucking crank the Enya, get real tired, just fucking call it a day.
Kick the seat back.
Nothing matters, little Stevie. Fucking let Jesus take the wheel, man. We got this. And so then I roll out the window, blast like heater air, and I'm like, but it was I was 17, so it was like the first time I had ever come that close to. I was like, people. Because you think you're like people.
I've fallen asleep. I've fallen asleep multiple times.
There's no way you can fall. Because when you're first driving, you're like, oh fuck yeah, oh everything. Yeah,
I hadn't thought about this in years, and we actually just talked about it last week. And this guy I used to sell limos to in Cleveland.
Bobby Troubles?
Not Bobby Troubles. That was one of my drivers up in Philly. Okay. Bobby Troubles is my guy. This guy, he would tell all of his drivers, keep a $100 bill in their wallet. So you always keep a $100 bill in your wallet. When you start getting tired when you drive, you roll down the window. You hold the $100 bill between your fingers as you're driving down the highway. You are not going to fall asleep if you're thinking about that $100 bill in your hand, holding onto that $100 bill. So then there's a overarching.
Is that a joke?
No, that's a thing. That's what you should do. I'm giving you.
Dumb as
I would fall asleep immediately.
You'd fall asleep. You just let the 100 go.
I would crumble it up, throw it out the window, and.
Well, look at you, fucking money back.
No, I mean, I don't even.
$100 million.
Yeah, if I could maybe hold a fucking rubber band stack, I'm fucking T.I., bro.
I just prefer to sleep. I just love sleep that much.
I
love to sleep.
$100 to die sounds good to me. I'd put it out the window and it would go rip, and I'd be holding this portion. of the stupid fucking bill. Because I'm going $1.90 on the highway.
I have a crisp 100, bud. It's not just going to tear by the wind.
Oh, you don't think so?
Keep a crisp 100 on.
Well, here's what happens. I'm holding it, and I'm like, oh, fuck, I'm awake. Oh, wind takes it. Doing a fucking 180 on the highway. That's more dangerous. Because I'll find that.
Yeah.
You will?
I'd find that 100. I think Jen used to tell me this. Never mind, her boss.
I was pulling out of the QT on.
I don't want her boss to find out. She smoked a
Well,
blunt
she just
back
said
in
that
the
you
day.
guys feeding each other oil was hot. So, Jen, we're going to need you to report to HR.
Jen, settle down.
We're going to need you to report to HR. We need to.
We're gonna need you to report to yourself.
She's like,
who
I've
keeps
been
the
naughty.
HR person in check?
Head of HR.
It's all very strange.
All right. We did it. Let's go to break. Adam, put on that
Oh,
music.
hang on.
Well, we lost the stream deck. You
Fuck
disconnected the stream deck because you
Fuck
kicked
lost
it.
the stream deck.
You lost
Fuck
the stream
you.
deck.
Fuck you, bud. Lost the
Does this look like? Oh wait.
It's back. It's
No,
gone.
It's gone.
It's back. It's
messed
gone.
up.
It's back. It's gone. It's back. Oh, I am?
Nobody tells the DJ what to play, Steve. Nobody. Go ahead, try that again.
They come over here. I'm doing what? A motivational pump up?
Yep. You're just giving them words to live by.
Okay. Here's the words. You are not special. You do not matter. But at the same time, you are special. And you do matter. So do the right thing. You have the opportunity right now to make a choice. What's it gonna be? You gonna follow, do what everybody thinks you should do? You're gonna soar. Just be a good person. I know, I like it.
That's Adam Bundren, everybody. Adam Bundren.
Hola, papi! Why don't we do Com Break 3 this time since it has Adam's commercial on there, like we actually care about him, and then let's get him out the door. And
Right. Get me out
do
of
this
here.
whole thing.
We'll be back. It's like more like 3 minutes. But
3
we'll have 5
minutes.
minutes on the way.
Oh, hey. It's Adam McChesney with Ms. Marketing. We specialize in lead generation, filling your pipeline, and taking care of your payments. Give us a call today.
Adam from Ms. Marketing took me from 10 leads to 300 leads in a month, and I became the strongest boy in the schoolyard.
He increased the revenue for my fit charter fishing business by 30% in 1 month. Ms. Marketing.
What was that Facebook algorithm? What was that Instagram?
Ms. Marketing.
I know it's late, baby, but you got me thinking about my dream home.
Yeah, girl. You know, Bungeon Property Group doesn't just sell houses, they sell dreams. You know when the best time to talk about dreams is? In the middle of the night. That's why Bungeon Property Group is famously open 24 hours a day, so you can whisper sweet nothings in the middle of the night. Oh yeah. Tell me all your dreams of white picket fences, in-ground pools, and I'll find them for you. In an area with a low crime rate, general proximity to nice parks, walking distance to the grocery store, easy access to the highways. A place where you can offer a quality education to your children, all while feeling safe in your front yard while they play. Let me talk that dream house talk to you. Let me be your dream realtor.
Hey, DJ Shabba.
Hey, ladies.
Yup, yup, yup.
I'm gonna smoke a little weed, boy.
I wanna grow some trees, boy.
When I grow all the weed that I smoke,
And I blow all the trees that he grows.
and I smoke all the weed that I grow.
And I grow all the trees that he smokes.
Well, I'm growing and I'm smoking.
So I go see Bo.
And I smoke what I grow, yeah.
Grow active solution.
And I'm growing the hydro.
Bo knows hydro.
And I'm growing the hydro.
Grow active solutions.
Bono hydro. Bono hydro. Bono hydro. Bono how to grow. Bono how to grow. Grow active solution. Bono how to grow. Grow active solution.
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Welcome back. Ooh, welcome back to the Hoosier Sophisticate Show. It's hour 3, guys. What a lovely week it's been. Just stepped outside for a second with our buddy Adam. What a great little segment that was. He should just make that a regular thing where he just drops in for an hour at a time. We just wax poetic about the challenges, the nuances, what it is to be human, the existential reality that we are all co-creating right now. I'm trying to have those conversations with my real estate agent, Adam Bundren, and you can call him 24 hours a day. You should think about doing that. I love that dude. He's a great dude. And he's already helped out multiple Hoosiers, from what I understand. And they've got more reaching out to him every single day. So if you guys are in the market for real estate, maybe you're trying to sell a home, maybe you're trying to buy an investment property, maybe you're just trying to upgrade, maybe your family's growing, you need a little bigger space, you should reach out to Bundren Property Group. They're going to get you fixed up. So on top of that, it is the sex, drugs, and rock and roll segment. So let's just do that. And we'll talk about all the fun stuff as soon as my co-host gets back here. We talked a little bit about, we've had a few people ask us to have a more philosophical approach to the show, which is super exciting for me. I'm into that shit. Let's just talk about the things that don't really have an answer, and see, how maybe that changes our paths moving forward. I like Adam's harsh truth that you're not special. That's the truth that we ignore. All of us want to believe we're a little special, but we ignore the fact that we're just a one cell in this giant body, universal body, and we're just bouncing around, and cells die off at an alarming rate. You coming in hot? Steve's pooping. Cells are dying off and being reborn at an alarming rate. I like to look. Oh my God! I'm glad you don't have a microphone in there. I heard it. He's in there. He's laughing like a kid who just discovered farting. That's what Steve. Guys, what is the line between art and not art? Can you make Hocus Pocus did some cocus? Steve and I stumbled on this video. If you guys tune into our Instagram at Hoosier Sophisticate, we stumbled. We're trying to figure out just a different song, kind of a deep cut every day. And Steve and I are kind of clicking around, seeing what we're going to listen to yesterday. And I see this video. It's got 7.5 million views. And I click on it. And off the top of my head, I actually don't recognize it.
Sex, drugs, and rock and roll. Damn it, I just pulled into work. Have a fantabulous day, my friends. See y'all tomorrow. Yay. That's right, because tomorrow is Friendsgiving, guys. Tomorrow's Friendsgiving, and we're all getting together at the Spanish Society. We're going to socially distance ourselves all around this giant gymnasium that holds hundreds of people. We've only got about 30 of us there in this giant space. We're going to smoke and fry some turkeys. Everybody bring a dish. It's going to be great. Maybe bring something to sleep. You know, you're coming in from out of town. Bring something comfy to sleep on. Sleep in. Okay. Get you a little mattress. Get some pillows. Get you some pajamas. All right. Because unfortunately, the Airbnb across the street is shut down. Yay, Friendsgiving. Allie, are you coming in hot? Are you coming in hot, Allie? There he is. There he is. That was a good one, bud. That was a good one, bud.
Still don't feel right.
You all right? Got coffee this morning.
I put a bunch of this Carnation instant breakfast stuff that has like protein,
vitamins,
and fiber, and
it's got your vitamins in it.
Wow, it's like a flush. It's like a flush coming in hot, bud. I'm going to miss seeing you. Have so much fun. Yay. Yay for Friendsgiving! You shaking your face at the end of it.
How long did we laugh yesterday?
I shit you not. We've laughed hard at Bobby Battlehawk. We've laughed hard at the Dare Lion. We've laughed at all of these skits that we do. Florida Georgia Line, or no, I'm sorry,
City County Line, sure.
We'll die laughing at some of the dumb shit we say. Danny Diamond, some of the shit we say in the background.
Yeah, the outtakes.
This, when we first started.
He stunk down there.
Roy Rogers or Will Rogers. Yeah. So that's what we do.
He killed that horse.
And and when I saw that video and we nailed it the first freaking time, and you're just like, and your face is shaking. The guy. First, we see the video, and it says,
"Well, we were still trying to figure out what it was. You were ready to. I gotta get going.
Like, what is this? Yeah,
I got to get going." And then that started to happen, and it must have looked like I hit a fucking jackpot on a slot machine. I was like,
I know. $5 million. Yeah. Oh shit! No, because the first comment was, it looks like Focus did some cocus before performing Focus.
Focus got a little cocus before.
And I laughed. I was like, "That's great." And then they showed the guy.
And then you understand why, dude. The whole time, his eyes bubbling.
Jenny goes, "That's more than coke, isn't it?"
Maybe.
I was like,
really good yak.
Yeah,
really good yak, man.
We don't get a lot of that in St. Louis. The guy's fucking traveling, okay? But then they do an awesome, like,
oh, dude, they're rocking.
Hard. And then he comes in with Can we play it?
I don't think so. But Jack Black, I felt like that was like Jack Black's earliest influence, right? Like that reminds me of the song "Mind Exploder." Do you remember that from the Tenacious D movie? One of my favorite scenes of all time. I did not mean to blow your mind, but that shit happens all the time.
I love it.
It's so fucking great. Blows a dude's fucking head clean off.
It's fucking everyone.
Yeah.
Everyone
He's got the dual neck guitar.
It's two legs.
It's fucking great, dude. It's fucking great. I love that movie.
I like the first song where it's the kids singing it.
A long ass fucking time ago in a town called Kickapoo.
Kickapoo.
Yeah, it actually on the map it actually shows it's like in the Springfield area.
Really?
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
Dude.
Oh, we thought that was the coolest.
Fuck alive. Did you see he's got like a whole thing.
Jack Black does?
Reels on Reels. Where he danced to like WAP while he's being sprayed down with a hose.
I have not.
And a Speedo.
Okay.
And for some reason it works. You know, most of the
Because it's
time-
Jack Black.
Yeah, he's
he's the guy that can do
He's
Yo Gabba
great.
Gabba, and then he can do Wet Ass Pussy.
He did Yo Gabba Gabba.
He was on Yo Gabba Gabba a couple times,
Really?
I think. Yeah.
Was it like celebrities on Yo Gabba Gabba?
No, he was like really big. His kids were into it, so then he kind of reached out to the fucking, I don't know what's his name, Yo, I guess, maybe Gabba.
Did he sing "Fucker Gently"?
Yeah.
You don't always have to fuck her hard. In fact, sometimes that's not right to do. Sometimes you gotta make some love and fucking give her some smooches too. Sometimes you got to squeeze. Sometimes you got to say please. Sometimes you got to say, hey, I'm gonna fuck you softly. I'm gonna screw you gently. I'm gonna love you sweetly. I'm gonna ball you discreetly. And then we'll see how long we can sing this song
I'll sing the whole
before the internet censors our speech.
No, we don't
And
sound that
then we
much.
show them our fucking nuts. Did you privet up to me?
Privet?
That's a new word, yeah.
Privet. We're briving it.
You Brivet?
Privet today.
Privet.
Privet. Privet. We're the frogs.
Bud Wise. I'm gonna rip off all the all of the stuff.
What's that? What's that? I'm looking for growers,
dude. We shouldn't even say what the idea of that is. But here's what we need is we need as many world-class growers as you can to reach out to us.
I'm thinking 10.
10 would be great. Maybe a dozen.
The dirty dozen, and do round tables of 4. 3 round tables of 4. That's the deal. I need 12 growers.
Okay.
I know 1. I know 2.
I got
3. We probably need about 6 more.
I got
probably know 6.
a solid 5 like Insta calls.
Yeah.
And then I'd like to fill it out with another 5 to 7 of people that we don't know. We don't know.
How about on Facebook? Because I haven't been on Facebook as much, which is fucking nice, dude. So I feel, but I do feel like I used to be. People were like, "Did you see that?" And I was like, "Yes."
Yeah.
Now I'm like,
A little out of-
"Fuck, I missed." Yeah. So it's a little weird, but I think one of the dispensary owners, someone actually contacted me and was like, "This guy's a good dude." And I was like, okay. And then I made a joke on there to him and kind of forgot, that he owned a dispensary. And it was because I've been seeing like Suede and other places say, thanks for welcoming us to the new industry. And it's like, don't fucking sell
I know where
me
you're
on
at.
that stupid
I know where you're at.
shit. Like,
I see you, baby.
Be real with me. Like, put new industry in quotes. And make it a joke. Be like, the new industry, am I right? Guy down the road whose fucking family relies on me buying fucking $200. Like, this industry has been around for a long fucking time before your multi-million-dollar, hey, we have gourmet gummies. Get the gourmet
dude.
luxury gummies? Get the fuck out of here with that. So all that dumb shit, but I was like, yeah, welcome to the new industry, says every dispensary owner ever.
Yeah,
And he's like,
says,
well, not ours.
Says all the people that didn't spend decades looking over their shoulder providing medicine to people.
That's a tough. When you've put the ass on the line, skin in the game. That's a whole different fucking world. And I think there's a few people who have gotten dispensaries. We just need to figure it out, and I just want to support the places that I know are going to support the community, because there's going to be a lot of time going on here where it's like, I feel like whoever markets themselves the best is going to be the quote-unquote best dispensary. Like, hey, man, here's the best dispensary. It's got all the best things and best prices, best weed, and it's the coolest experience. Here it is. Yeah. But it's all marketed, and they just had millions of dollars to pay the best people to go in there and sell their soul and say, yeah, I'll make you whatever thing. I don't care who this money's going to, whatever. I'm just a cog in the machine. I think if we can, as a community, form, these just make a pact with yourself to fucking try to be conscious about that shit when you start seeing it. Also, it'll ruin it for you because that's what I want to do with this growing thing. I want to add a little bit more fun back because growing is so.
We're gonna bring something different.
So fun, dude.
That people can rally behind. Like I like the idea. First off, there's a million right ways to do something in this in particular.
In growing, but get online and try to look up germinating seeds.
Yeah, there's no one way, and so that's it's. I look at it
and
like
the other way's wrong.
I look at it like this, and I've even maybe we'll talk about this a little bit afterwards, but just kind of building on our idea about it. I look at it like this, like in. I always wanted like a second Kung Fu Hustle movie, right? Because the idea of it was like this kid buys this pamphlet from this beggar on the street. And the pamphlet, he's got like 6 different pamphlets, and each one of them is an ancient Kung Fu style. You know, they're all probably can compete with one another.
Sure.
You know, but he gets the ancient art of the Buddhist palm or something like that. But there were 5 other ones, and I'm like, oh, dude, make the fucking other 5 movies. I want to see what that. You know what I mean? You know, they, I don't know if they're gonna do that, but you know what I mean.
No, that's why.
But kind of the same idea is like there's all these different styles. We know about all the different Kung Fu styles and everything. Apply that to growing, to horticulture, and have them come and I want to see the mantis and the tiger fucking of growing. I want to see them square off with one another.
Yep, I want to see a jiu-jitsu master versus a
French savate kickboxer.
Kundo.
Yeah, sure. Sure.
Good. We deep calls on both of those styles. Could have said like kickboxing.
Yeah, sure.
Oh shit. Okay, well that's the deal. I want to form something that brings the fun back.
And it will be. It'll be
and
the
then,
coolest
but
thing
also
going.
the end result is like, oh hey, state, we have a bunch of extra medicine here. Your arms okay? Or are they still
Dude,
tight?
I got DOMS like a motherfucker.
What's DOMS?
I forget what it stands for, but I'm sore as fuck is what I'm getting at.
I got DOMS like a motherfucker.
I got DOMS like, you want to know what DOMS is? I'll tell you what DOMS
Yeah, I would hope so. You say it like, yeah, man, I work out. You can't catch me when I'm not in the gym.
That's not delayed onset muscle soreness.
Oh, that's what you got. DOMS, everybody knows that. Rastafari, been smoking the chalice for time.
I don't think you can say it like that.
I can't. Rastafari, been smoking. I've decided that I am an accent guy. I love them all.
I'm a mimic.
I love it all.
I've always been a mimic.
And I think the funniest fucking thing in the world is somebody who's like, hey, I'm Jamaican, man. And they are like, hey, I'm Steve from America, from St. Louis, America. That shit slays me.
Yeah.
I don't want to take that away from them.
Sure.
So that they don't want to take it away from me.
Yeah, I know it's lactic acid.
Thank you. Why don't you drink more water?
I guess I could.
I've been drinking a lot of water, so I've been sweating. I sweat now. I never sweat before. Now I just sweat.
Yeah, I think that's how that works.
What's that all about?
It's just cycling the toxins out.
What's up with that? I need to stop drinking water.
Woo-wee.
Woo-wee!
What's up with that? What's up with that?
This camera's got wide.
Oh, Merck and Fromper said that? Ah, God, that fucking guy.
Please make him go away.
I'm going to see you tonight, bud.
I'll make him go away.
You can count on me waiting for you in the parking lot. Steve, I love the idea. I want to see what the best people growing in the area. I want to I like the idea of a lot of people squaring off with the same genetics. That's going on with Canifest right now. Everybody's growing the magic
Canifest
melon.
kinda gave me a-
And there's a lot of that's cool. It's cool. Like everybody's on an even playing field. But I also like the idea of going to all of these growers, many of whom have their own line of genetics that they've been, working towards, breeding specifically. And I'd like them to go into their garden and find the most potent nug that they've got, that they think they have, and show up and say, this is my battle bot. This is what I'm bringing
my
to
Pokemon.
This is what yes. And then you just throw it out there. All right. And then just see kind of, I think that's interesting. And it's going to hit.
Glue and Grape Ape, skunk number 2. I choose you. And you throw them out there.
Yes.
And then I'm out there going.
I just think it'd be pretty cool. Like you know,
going to be cool.
and you can always do. It's like NASCAR. You can still have a restrictor plate race. You can still have a race where everything is the same. Everybody's growing the same genetics. That's fine. We can do that. But also, I want to see what you're doing with just something a little different.
I also want to have Formula One races where they allow you to pick, oh, you're going soft tires first?
Yep.
You're going hard tires last? You're going to go, what's your computer running at? Because they're running a spaceship on that fucking
100%.
thing. Formula One
The physics are out of control.
Fascinating.
Physics are out of control.
Fascinating shit.
I love it.
But no, I really... Here's the deal. Here's what I learned. I think I mentioned it yesterday. Experimentation with your plants. Since there's so many ways... Let's grow them all together and see which way is really the best. And really, will you ever find which way is the best? Because I think if you grow one way one time, one way another time, one way, maybe they all kind of equal out, you know, at the end. Because I would love to graph and chart this shit. I forgot about my love of data and science. When it's shit you used to do. I used to be in my backyard and I would throw up the ball because I didn't have many friends. Throw up the ball, hit it. If I hit it up the middle, okay, that guy got a single. I'm keeping a box score. By the end, I got the fucking Cardinals lineup.
Sure.
And I got Elgin batting 3, or usually I batted 2 in that lineup. Because I'm like, it's Ozzie Smith, me, fucking, okay, cool.
Yeah, set the table.
So I'm writing all this shit down. I would have by the end, and I loved figuring out their averages. Like, oh, this dude went 2 for 4 that day. This dude went this for... Just fucking jotting it down like, oh, okay, cool, yeah. For 3 games, he's batting this. I mean, you had a sheet from one of your leagues as a kid where you guys all had your batting averages and shit when you guys were younger.
Oh, yeah.
I lived for that shit.
Sanico Renegades. There was a little dry cleaner on Grand, right? Like almost like in between Alberta and shit, I don't know, Osceola or somewhere in there. No, in between Alberta and Merrimack, and yeah, there was that was our sponsor, and I remembered somebody pulled it up. Like, I had a nice little slugging percentage going. I was having.
I know you did.
I was having a hard time. I was only hitting 340 something like that, but man, I was fucking.
Weezy was hitting like 718.
Weezy could put a ball in. He was Ichiro. He was a little Ichiro.
Well, that's not a bad.
And he had scary power too.
It's not a bad.
Like he could turn on one.
2-3 combination.
He could turn on one. Oh yeah.
Guy with a. Well, you had like a
1600.
Yeah,
my slug was like 800 or something like that.
No, it was
my OPS was 1600.
OPS, yeah, your OPS was out of control. I was like, I didn't even know it could get that high. But that shit is funny. That shit is fun.
It is fun.
And I think with data points, I'm already seeing myself, dude, you should see how meticulous I am with the grow area.
I dig how fucking juiced you are about it, man.
It's so weird because I'm like, man, if you took anything in your life.
How long did it take you for the seeds to pop?
3 days.
Okay. You wrap them up in like little wet paper towels, or?
I did one in, already. I did some, and I'm just practicing sprouting these right now because I'm actually going to get some immaculate seeds. So I just had some seeds that I was like,
sure. Try some, put some beans in the soil.
I just want to see what it does. So I got one paper towel where I left the paper towel was bigger, and I had 2 sheets, and it actually went outside of the plates. I put distilled water on them, put them in there. They popped, and they had tap roots like crazy.
Really?
Yeah. Then some other seeds I had, I put 2 paper towels.
Do you remember what those strains were? Do you have them like labeled? Do you have
them? Yes, blue tangy, and then the other, the magic melon, which actually... I've seen some of the magic melon that are close.
Oh, dude,
to the
I
end.
Saw one today.
Really look good. Okay, show because actually the ones.
Know what? I'm gonna pull it up. You keep going.
Okay, because some of the magic melons I've seen. That's the other fascinating thing. How many people are creating different strains and how different you can get with all of the strains. It is fucking wild. And it sounds so good when they're talking about the strain. It sounds like, oh, you mix grape with lemon? Yeah, that sounds awesome. And it's an energetic, cerebral high. Yeah, let's do that. But I really want to pinpoint all of the effects, terpenes, all of the percentages, whether or not lower buds, higher buds, what it all means. Because right now you can get on the internet and you can see a million different things. And I ask growers that I know who they follow online because not wide enough for me.
Oh, it is kind of a thin plant, but look at the...
No, white.
Oh, white? Dude, that's like a color of green I've never seen before.
I agree. I just worry about there not being a lot of... Here's the deal. I've been spoiled now with some of the plants. So if I only get to grow 6 or probably 12 when Jen gets her license too, that I've just seen better. I feel like I've seen better.
I mean, I wouldn't disagree, but dude, that is like a bluish green that is...
And this is weird too. Impressive. I am very drawn to the lime green purple mixtures because I watch Bo turned me on. Bo from Grow Active Solutions.
Yeah, DJ Shaba.
He turned me on to Mr. Canuck, who, man, we could do a growing show. This guy basically does like a Discovery Channel type where it's him narrating over a camera, just going like this onto a plant, just good lighting, good pictures. And he's just saying, hey, I took my seeds and I put them in a wet paper towel. And then I let them sit inside of a plate for 3 days. And kind of a whole deal. You know, it's like, okay, this is fucking, it's a whole deal. Oh, you're getting stuff about your DOMs on there.
Oh, well, thanks. Go get a massage every month, dude. A hip joint has $35.
Massages are a fucking game changer. They're a game changer for me. But I'm saying when you can only grow 6 plants, the 6 I want to grow, I feel like I want to grow regular too. I don't want to grow out of flower. I think
that's fair. I do. Most of the big growers are growing.
Yeah.
F1s and what do they call them? What is the?
I'm not sure what that means yet. Like, is that the clone? Like, how many times you've cloned it so they know how many times it's been cloned? Like, is F1 the first one, F2 I don't know. I haven't looked that up yet. There's so much information, dude. So much information, man. What does it say?
All right. The parental generation P is the first set of parents crossed. The F1 is the first filial generation, consists of all the offspring from the parents. The F2, the second filial generation, consists of the offspring from allowing the F1 individuals to interbreed.
Oh, interesting.
So you've got a pedigree.
Yeah, when you have grape ape and skunk,
yeah.
If it's an F1, it's still like grape skunk. So then the grape skunk would still be the first baby of them. But the F2 is grape skunk had had babies itself, and then you got the baby of 2 grape skunks. Interesting. Because, dude, that's the thing. The breeding and the whole intricacies behind that are fucking wild, man. And trying to see which one's dominant, which one's going to, do different things. I'm infatuated by really white, frosty, lime green, purple buds. And I don't know what that means. I don't know if that's just me and my color palette. I don't know if that's my inner working saying, ooh, that looks like the best plant for you. Because with only getting 6, that's why you should be able to grow as many as you want.
I agree.
If you can house that many,
I agree.
That way people are figuring out, this is medicine right now. So they need to have a chance to succeed no matter what. So they need to figure out which one's going to be the best for them. And it's going to be a long time when you're doing 6 at a time.
No doubt.
It's like, oh, I got 6 different kinds. Because that's one of the fucked up things about even dispensaries and growing your own right now. There are so many different cultivars, dude. Like, it'd be, in my dream, it's like a fucking spice rack where it's, a little fucking White Widow for this, a little, Maui Wowie for this, a little Northern Lights for this, a little, you have a little portion of each, but it's not going to be like that.
Yeah, that's tough
now.
with home grow, because.
Well, it's not if everybody is allowed to say, oh, here.
Right, 100%. That's what I'm saying. With the way that it's set up now, you grow a plant, that's pretty much the medicine you got until your next harvest. And that is kind of assuming that you only need one kind of cannabinoid profile to keep you in homeostasis, right? Like, I mean, sometimes maybe you just have a fucking headache and you want something that's fucking super heady and sleepy or like, you know, there's other times where you probably put in a hard day's work. Your body's kind of aching a little bit. You want something that's, you know, that you're going to feel in your body a little bit more. It's not going to make you too tired, but it's going to give you some relief. Like it's to approach, you can't approach it like pills, where it's like, hey, this is your medicine and you need to take it on a regimen, because all of these different cannabinoid profiles, the way that your body is going to react to different what the cannabinoids that is needed. And you talk about following your nose when you're buying cannabis, you know, like your body's going to tell you the thing that it craves the most. Follow that thing. But if you're only allowed to grow so many mature plants, you almost have to keep a rotation of different kind of plants and hope that the F1 and F2s, hope that it all plays out to where it's going to give you the medicine that you need, or that you harvested it at the right time and it doesn't have, you know, heavy CBN in it or something. You know, like it's everything's it's a science, man.
If I was making RSO out of this, I'd be like, okay, make sure like I'm having a panic attack about keeping this shit alive because it's keeping me alive.
Yeah.
I'm having a fucking panic. That's why we need to be able to gift. You need to be able to grow as many as you want. You need to be able to create a society built around these farmers who are figuring out these mini farmers, because now the industry is totally bought into people being able to grow at home. We have awesome laws in Missouri that allow us to grow at home. And people are into it. It's a passion project. Very few people that I've met through just the little time that I've been posting about a tent, and the people we've run into, it's like, oh, when they talk to you, they're lit up. They're like, oh, this is what I've done. This is the lights I've used. Did you get that light? Oh man, I used that my first time. It's not like, hey man, here's my work. I got these TPS reports here. No. These people are into it like, this is the day I spend in the garden. This is, you know, I feel it. I'm into it now. I'm getting there. That's one of the things, you know, hopefully we can help change, and like seeds and cuttings and clones, where we can all kind of share those, because again, let's remember it's a plant. Like, you're going to get a bunch of seeds. I remember how many seeds have you thrown away in your fucking life, dude?
I mean, that's the other thing too, is like, you know, you find a seed in a bag. Is it worth throwing in the dirt?
I guess. That's what I'm saying. That way you can experiment with all of that shit too. That way you're like, oh, cool, just grow fucking random seeds, have a random seed. And then, I don't know. I don't know if I will give the whole idea away before we start kind of, I don't know if we want to blow our load before we start punching the rug.
We just need what we need is we need to reach out to the 5 or 6 that we know are fucking phenomenal
and
growers.
Each one of them grab one.
And then maybe they have somebody else that they can, you know, and it's going to be a really neat opportunity, not only to expand on the conversation and make a super kind of educational. If you're beginning growing, like, there's going to be bountiful information there, like, because sometimes, like you were saying, how many questions came up that we haven't even covered after sitting with Bo for hours and hours and hours?
That's the deal.
Yeah, there's so much. So being able to kind of potentially drop in on each of these growers at each stage of their grow, and also in the meantime, also having them, you know, be able to show some mature flowers and plants and everything, and kind of how they got to it without maybe giving away too many of their secrets.
Well, here's the deal, too. We still have a shitty fucking law in Missouri, too. One of the laws is that you can't legally see anybody else's grow.
Yeah, it's dumb. It's just dumb.
So we'll have to do FaceTime or figure something out. There are a few things. And how do you go about getting those changed? Is there like a meeting to like, hey, we need to get these fucking amendments to the amendment? Like, is there any way to do that where you say, oh, you got to allow experts, and if you're a patient, you get to go into another patient's grow? Because it's dumb to not allow another patient into your grow if you know what the hell you're doing and they need fucking help. That's dumb. That's dumb as hell. It doesn't make any sense on any level. Does that idea make any sense? How can you explain it to me that that's for our safety? I don't understand. That's not it. I need help. I need help with this medicine. Please allow it for me.
Jamila just asked, what's the status with caregiving? How does one link up with one of these heroes? And also, did Old Route 66 dispensary sell out of product? They did as of a week ago, and they were supposed to. There's a whole thing going on right now. I don't know if you knew this or not, but like right now there's a shortage on. There's only a handful of dispensaries that are even open, Steve. But some of them have already run out of product, essentially because a lot of these cultivators are stuck in contracts with some bigger companies that have essentially bought all of the medicine. Fuck. So our friends at Old Route 66 Wellness, like after, whatever, a weekend, like sold their product and now they're waiting on more product to come. And it's like people have speculated that, that was kind of part of the, the plan all along to kind of keep an inflated market for a while, is like to kind of buy up all of the supply before. I mean, makes sense. Makes sense. Makes sense if you're trying to make money. It is frustrating. I don't know. I don't know what the status is. I can tell you that I just kind of speaking about Old Route 66. I got to see our friend Ashley last night. Yeah. We talked a little bit, just a little sidebar real quick. Got to meet with Rachel Starling and Christina Fromer and Ashley last night. So yesterday was a pretty good day. The state of Missouri came together to help feed a lot of families, dude. So pretty awesome stuff with their holiday helping.
Shout out to our girl Tiff.
Yes, for sure. Honestly, that's the second loss the Hoosier family's had this year, loss of life. Maybe the third.
I'm sure you're forgetting a couple.
I'm forgetting a couple of dead people in there. No. But I loved Tiffany's dad. He was great, and he loved us.
Hilarious.
He loved us, man. He thought I was probably the funniest person he'd ever. He said, he goes, "Hey, look, sometimes you gotta let the Jack Russell know he's the good one." But
that's what he told me about you.
You're the goodest boy. You're the goodest boy.
He goes, you got to let the little mutt know that, think he's special for a minute.
Yeah.
But you're
he was telling us both this.
Yes, he was.
Son of a buck.
I know, he's good.
He was awesome.
He was great.
He was a great
I like
dude.
Being around him. I like being around his
COVID
smile.
fucking sucks, man. Like he because of what was going on with COVID, like he's essentially been quarantined from his family for the last few months, and there's a lot of people that are going through that right now. That I got to remind myself, like regardless of what I think about everything that's going on, there are people that are gravely affected by this in the sense that they can't be around their family and loved ones in the hardest times, and that is heart-wrenching. And Tiffany is as good as they come. I know he was great, and I know her mom. Shout out, I think Judith is her name. Shout out to you, Judith. I know. Why
are you saying it like that? Yeah, okay, Danny Diamond. What's up?
I know that they're great people because of how great their daughter turned out.
Man.
We love Tiffany. So our condolences. And
she's one of those people that I'm like, what's up?
What's the matter with you? What you got hidden in the ground?
Because you are the kindest, sweetest person. When we ran an ad for her back in the day, and for that,
she's literally the greatest person ever
on the face of the planet.
That's what the commercial said.
And I was like, I'm still good with it.
Yeah, I'm okay. I'm not lying. I'm not lying. As far as I know, this is as good as far as I know, it's as good as it gets.
That's right there. That's right there at the top.
So quick segue, but our condolences to the Jones family, and I know where he goes. I got a pretty good idea of where he's at.
Sure you do. Greg knows.
I got a pretty good idea of where he's at. Steve doesn't. Steve's
no, I do, and I hope it's not that for me. Like, it probably is.
But it's only for a couple of minutes, man. It's only for a couple minutes,
which seems like an eternity.
But it's only a couple of minutes. It's all good. To get back to the question, what's the status with caregiving? There are a couple of groups, kind of offshoots of the Missouri Cannabis Network, that are there to kind of help marry up caregivers with potential patients. So if you get on Missouri Cannabis Network, jump on there, ask the question in there. There's usually a handful of people that will jump on and or they'll say, hey, just started my grow. This is where I'm at. And then you can kind of figure it out. If you're asking about Route 66, you're probably down Southwest Missouri, and there's people down there that are growing great medicine. Man. growing great medicine.
It's like I was asking about this experimenting thing too, and people who have grown for a long time are like, I don't experiment.
Yeah.
Like, I grow the best medicine at the end.
We got to keep medicine out there.
Yeah, like I grow exactly what I need to grow with this setup, how it's run right now. What do you like? Well, what if I put Ziploc bags over them when they're a few days old to keep the humidity at 85% instead of 75? And it's fucked up because I got that AC Infinity Cloud Atlas movie fan. Thank you. T6
Cloud
series.
Line.
The T2 model hooks into the back of your car. It followed me here, my fan, because it's like the T2.
I got
Where's
you.
John Connor?
I haven't seen T2.
T2 is the best one.
Well, I remember when it came out, it was like the highest, most expensive movie ever made. Yeah, I agree. I agree with. I agree with you, pal.
So it's got this thing on it where it shows you the temp, the humidity, the fan.
Yes.
And sometimes I'll just be like,
Just staring at it, waiting for it to change.
yeah, man, it's messed up. And also, I'm not patient.
It's going to be hard for you for the next 90 days.
Yeah, it is.
Is that how long it is? 90 days? 60 days. 60 days on the autoflower?
Something like that.
But the other ones you could essentially keep in veg.
Out, baby.
You can just keep it in veg.
Veg.
So, okay. So with your plant count, you could keep one plant in veg and grow it as big as you want to, bud. You can just grow it as big as you want to.
The mother shit. But I don't want to do that because then it's just soaking up my light.
That's fair.
That's what I have to figure out. That's my next step. Well, the first step is everything. First step's everything that I have to do right now.
Okay.
Second step is how do I keep that 6, 6, and 6 going with my setup now?
That's what I'm asking.
I think I probably need another little veg.
Small little setup for just your veg or your seedlings.
Is that what the clinical name is for them
I don't
on
know.
Amendment 2? I don't know. Yes. So eventually that's what I'm going to have to go back to SIBO. I'm going to go SIBO.
Go with SIBO.
And I'm going to ask them, be like, hey, bud, where we at here? Because that's eventually what I want to do. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I want to do, man. I want to have them all going at the same time. I want to have a nice little schedule. Oh, the chat is ready to display.
Yeah. I'm just making sure that we didn't drop. We appear to be okay.
The chat's ready to display.
Steve, we're overdue for our last break, and then we'll come back and wrap
God.
this thing up. All right, brother?
Oh, God. Okay.
All right, man.
How's everybody doing?
Yeah, put it in the text line. How you feeling?
I don't care.
How you feeling?
I'm just kidding.
Tell me how you feeling, baby.
Hey, this is the Sweat Hotel.
Yeah, girl.
I want $1 million. Give me $1 million. Give me $1 million.
Put the fucking money in the bag.
We'll be back in
5 minutes. I'm an outlaw. Looking like me, checking the swamp man for a pretty girl. Being an outlaw in an outlaw world.
Hey, I'm an outlaw, check it and see. Wanted poster looking like me. Walking my hound dog, surfing that swamp. Catching crow that do the sweetly stomp. Everybody do the sweetly stomp. It's a stomp, it's a wiggle. Turn around, a little tickle. It's a stomp, move your feet. Head on down to Sweet Leaf. Head on down to Sweet Leaf. Head on down to Sweet Leaf.
Dude, man, get on down to Sweet Leaf Emporium and do that Sweet Leaf stomp, man.
Do you take our insurance and are you cannabis friendly?
Yeah.
And they all said no. And then at that last phone call, that 8th phone call, I was like, do you know anybody that is? I'm desperate. I've called 7 other people. You're my 8th phone call.
Yeah.
At this point, I'm crying my eyes out. And this lady just felt bad for me and said, hold on, let me call you back in a few minutes. And they called me back and they said that they would take him, but under a certain amount of conditions. And the main condition was that if they felt that cannabis was not working for him, then they would take him from us and put him in and Child Protective Services, and then they would take the other 2 kids too.
Oh.
Because they were both underage.
Then-
and we would be charged with child endangerment.
So they'd go to federal prison.
Yeah, we would go to federal prison. So we said, bring it on.
Hey guys, it's me, Kippy the Crazy Koala Bear, and I'm here to tell you about James Carlton Insurance.
Kids, quiet down.
It's the best.
Kids, quiet down and listen to Kippy.
Grown-ups need insurance, and Uncle James can help.
Right on.
Grown-ups need insurance. He's got the best reviews on Yelp. Grown-ups need insurance if they want to protect their house.
Yes, sir.
Grown-ups need insurance if they want to properly bury a spouse.
That's a bit morbid.
Grown-ups need insurance if they drive a truck.
Okay.
Grown-ups need insurance just so they don't get...
Whoa, Kippy, you can't...
Well, I was just
no,
going to
you
say
cannot.
get in trouble.
Okay, well, it
you
sounded
don't
like you
wanna
were going
get
to
in trouble.
say something else. James Carlton, State Farm Insurance. You can find him online at carltoninsurance.net, or you can call him at 314-961-4800.
Native hemp inside of me. Native hemp inside of me. Native hemp inside of me. Native hemp inside of me.
I got 1,800 milligrams going real good down my throat.
When I wake up in the morning and I need a pick-me-up, well, I grab my bottle of native hemp and I splash it on my tongue. Lap, lap, lap. Native hemp inside of me. Native hemp inside of me. Native hemp inside of me. Native hemp inside of me.
Native hemp extract, available at HoosierSophisticate.com. Enter code HOSO, H-O-S-O, at checkout for an additional 30% off.
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
I liked what I think it was Allie Taylor said yesterday. She's like, I'd just love to be the neighbors. Like, oh, fucking weirdo neighbors are on the trampoline again.
We're walking down the neighborhood.
We're always doing something goofy.
Yeah, and when it's
Willy
warm,
Wonka.
Yeah, we were walking through the neighborhood like that. Pretty classic. Walking down to the creek. What's in there? You okay?
I'm just gonna swallow it.
What was it? A chunk or something?
Yeah, maybe a bug or something.
Oh man! You ever eat a bug?
Yeah, I have. But not like fucking that weirdo Adam Bundren did with the locust. How did he do? Was it a locust? Is that what it was? Cicada? Yeah, yeah. So that fucking wigged me out, dude. That wigged me out something fierce. I mean, there was significant crunch. I feel like, if you cook a bug up, I mean, I got to think that it's similar to shrimp.
You couldn't throw the Adam Bundren song I wrote in there?
I couldn't find it.
Bullshit.
I'll go find it right now. Let me put it on there.
No, we don't have to. I'll make a video for it. It's probably on the F drive. It's called Bundren Property
It just
Group.
wasn't in the file that had all the other stuff.
Oh, it's called Bundren Property Group. It's in there. I'll go put it in. I'll put it in.
Go ahead. Tell them a story. Tell them a fucking story, Steve.
No, we'll both be on this cam for a little while. What's up, everybody? We're on the small cam now. Look at all that space over there. People can finally see the sex, drugs, rock and roll. Why'd you name it that? Because that's offensive.
What are you talking about?
Dance B.
Oh, shut up.
Okay. Okay, I'm going back over.
What's it called?
It's called Bundren Property Group. Probably.
Maybe not.
It's not called Bundren Property Group. What's it called? What's it called? Bundren Property Group? Yeah. That's what I thought, Papa.
No, try it. Press the button.
Adam Bundren is our best friend. He's as sweet as an ice cream scoop. Adam Bundren is an angel baby called Bundren Property Group. Adam Bundren is a good man. He'll jump through all of the hoops just to find you your dream home, baby, called Bundren Property Group. Adam Bundren cares about you. When you're sick, he'll make you soup. He is sent from above, baby, called Bundren Property Group. Called Bundren Property Group.
It's a good one, bud. I wish I would have remembered that was on the F drive, because damn it, that would have played real well when he was there. I was actually looking for the commercial, just anything to throw in there, but I couldn't find it. Whatever.
You did good, though, flipping through songs. You did, though. That was good. We had like a moment. I think he was really feeling that music behind him. And
He started to get up a little bit.
He was like, "No, this is uncomfortable.
This is stupid. I'm not doing this." And before you know it, he's like,
"Get out there and rule the day,
Spartans! Ow! Ow!"
What was your like pre-football thing? Haka, chaka,
haka. Fuck no, that shit fucking drives me crazy.
Haka.
Like my personal routine,
Oh,
or like,
come on.
or like what the team did. Our team didn't do it. We just held hands, ready to fucking take care of it.
You held hands.
Grab a fucking partner. We're going to battle.
Oh my god! Well, that is severely intimidating. I'm shaking in my boots right now.
Yeah. If you're fucking intimidated by how people are,
held
it wasn't about anybody else.
Oh
it was about us, bud. Now, when I was at Kirkwood, when I played at Kirkwood as a kid, we had this kid DJ Jackson, and he had a whole. This kid was like a Buddy Rich. Okay, he had a whole fucking.
Okay, get away from me. Get away from me. Yeah, I don't like that. That's intimidating.
It's not intimidating.
Yeah, it is.
Maybe it is.
You come at me like, doesn't that fire you up more than holding hands?
No, I'm ready to kill somebody by the time.
Oh, come on. Don't you think that?
Dude, the deal is like we sit in a fucking room in silence, looking at each other, looking at each other. No. Letting each other know I'm gonna kill someone in front of you tonight. You understand? I'm going to murder somebody tonight.
I think that you are the only.
Do you understand what you're entering into with me?
Your own teammates looking at you like.
Dude, my buddy.
Why haven't you blinked?
My buddy hit
several
this kid.
minutes.
You know, the whole idea of killing somebody on the field is all fine and dandy until you almost do it. My buddy hit this kid. At the goal line, they were like running this toss sweep, and he fucking blew this kid up. And that kid dropped like a sack of fucking rocks. And like at first, you're fucking jacked because you just fucking laid the lumber on somebody. You're like, oh, fuck yeah! Wow! And you're fucking feeling it, okay? But then you realize that the kid's non-responsive with a little twitch in his foot. And that is a fucking roller coaster there, bud. That is a roller coaster. You go from being on top of the world to, I may have just killed a child, like a, 16, 17-year-old child with a whole life ahead of him. Maybe coach should maybe not try to get the edge with the toss sweep. Maybe run a trap up the middle, bud, where we can't get up to full speed. My buddy hit this kid, and he did. Yeah, it's an awful play calling. You're just hanging kids out to dry.
He's fumbling. One of those deals.
And he gets folded in half. Like he gets hit like fucking Doctor Strange into the fucking DMT fucking verse. Just fucking blows out. Yeah, we're all fucking juiced up. We're like, yeah, my friend. Great stop. It's like 3rd and goal. Fucking big stop. He murked this kid. And my buddy, like, I'm just like, fuck yeah, fucking. That's what we do out here. Oh, you're fucking dead, bro. You're fucking dead. But
you're looking for his
But
parents.
my buddy who made the hit, he's walking like this.
Oh no, because he knows he heard a spine snap.
Dude, there's an ambulance. This kid hasn't moved. And my buddy's just like, fuck. And I'm like, if he dies.
No, he dies. You Dragoed him.
I Dragoed him.
You Dragoed him.
Get back in the huddle. We got a game to play. Let's go. Shake it off, bud. There's more where that came from.
Kill them all.
Kill them all. Let God sort them out. I was a walking, fucking, I don't know, like Marine saying for every. Kill them all. Let God sort them out.
Just blood makes the grass
That's
grow.
blood makes the fucking kill Whitey.
No, that's kind of funny because, like I said, I listened to Who Let the Dogs Out before the game, and I'm the clubhouse guy,
Yeah.
so it's like, hey guys, going to battle. Bing, da, da, dum, da, dum, ba, dum. We were talking about drummer boys the other day, I'm that guy. Hey, and guess what? I was always good about if someone was intimidating on the other team, it was my job to stand up to that guy.
Yeah, sure.
Like I remember there was a huge guy on the other team, and our coaches were like, why is everyone backing away from him? Well, I was a sweeper.
Go get a 50-50 ball.
So this guy was a stopper on the other team. So we would rarely ever meet. Well, he's coming down, and he dribbles like 14 feet ahead of him, but he's huge.
Nobody's getting in front of the
Everybody's
train.
like, yeah, kick
Fuck
the
that.
ball away. So I'm like, fuck it. I'm going to run as hard as I fucking
Luke hang him
can.
right in the fucking knee, bud.
For sure.
Yeah,
dude.
fuck
I'm gonna
yeah,
fight
fuck
dirty.
him.
Well, then I go in and we get a 50-50 ball. I remember we both kicked it at the same time. His force was so strong, it literally flipped me over on my back.
That's
I was one
impressive.
of the littlest dudes
Sure.
out there. It
Sure.
was just a momentum thing.
Sure.
I'll never forget, like, a lot of 50-50 balls.
Yeah, but
get
you
there
fucking
and someone gets there
you
a
sold
second.
out though. You sold your body out to the fucking
He
play.
broke my shin guard somehow, and it was one of those things where your adrenaline's pumping so hard. You just did a flip, and you get up, and you're like, you don't know which way to run, and everyone's like, whoa, slow down. I think you're broken somewhere. Like a caged animal gets hurt, and her leg gets broken, flopping around. You're like, whoa, stop there. You're going to fucking hurt yourself even worse. And I remember my teammates and my coach, because then I like got up and they all came over like, you good? Like, and I was like, yeah, I'm fine. But I remember my leg. I was like, something's wrong with my leg. Well, my shin guards had 3 panels in them. They were like 3 little pieces of plastic like this, and you could actually take them out and get the mud off your cleats. Great little thing. I don't think they make them anymore. I don't think there's a combination like that anymore.
That's brilliant.
Totally. It was a little...
Because that's the worst, man. A muddy game.
Oh, terrible.
Yep.
And the kids who had those were flipping it out in the first part of the second half. They were running all over the place. I'm like, damn, dude, that's brilliant. Well, one of those was broken. And I was like, thank God. Because, like, it felt like it was almost like bleeding, but it was weird. I was like, something doesn't feel right.
It was
down
just
there.
your shin guard.
Doesn't hurt. Just my shin guard. And I remember my teammates...
Collapsed your lower leg.
My teammates being like, fuck, if this little
If he can do it,
bitch-
I can do it.
Yeah, and I was like, that's fucking... I remember thinking that as a kid, like, wow, you can really fucking kind of charge people up with that shit.
Sure.
But I was always... I'm a yellow card machine, so my first thing was I'm going to come in as hard as I can on the very first play.
Yep.
And then fucking the rest of the game, you kind of know
That
where my head's at.
questionable
I'm a
play.
fucking maniac.
Did you play the ball or did you play the man? Somewhere in between.
Oh, no, I'm definitely taking out a person.
yeah.
My
Coach said as a fucking sweeper, he goes, first thing you got to do is a forward. If a forward, he goes, forwards are pussies. You come down there and you fucking hammer them the first time, they're like,
God damn it, I don't want to go down there
nope,
again.
Don't want to do it. I'll fucking play the ball off and fucking, because even the forwards on our teams were fucking like, give me the ball,
That's
man.
yeah.
Fucking pass me the ball.
Yeah.
But I was listening to fucking Who Let the Dogs Out and shit, and I'm like, cool, let's have ourselves a match. But I do remember some of the football guys, like I got picked up and put against the locker because I was like joking around, like pre-game fucking bullshit or whatever they were doing.
Yeah.
And he's like, what mother? And this dude was tame as all get out. And I'm like, Jesus, guys on roids
Yeah, you're
or whatever. Like,
shifting
so
gears,
on,
right?
dude.
You're shifting gears.
And it was because we remember we talked to we heard Grant Wistrom talk. Talked to him for a minute, but he was talking about how he'd have to go stay in a hotel.
Yeah, you can't go home from being a murderer.
He'd have to go stay in a hotel for the weekend
Before
and,
his family could get to it. Yeah, before he could be in front of his family.
Unbelievable.
I mean, dude, that's what those guys are. They're
Did the guy die?
They're gladiators. No, they carted him out of there. He's fine.
He's fine.
Sissy. He just didn't want to get hit like that again. That's the other thing. Like in football, like in the beginning, just same exact thing.
Yes.
In the beginning, you set a fucking buddy. There was a game that we played against Hillcrest one time. That was I actually started to feel bad for this kid on the other team, and we ran this play. It was like a toss sweep, but we ran a split back offense. So it was like so our fullbacks and tailbacks were essentially the same thing. We just split back.
Yeah.
Anything that was odd went to this side. Anything that was even went to this side. Anything that was even went to the fullback. Anything that was odd went to the tailback. And
well, you're just giving away all your fucking secrets to your school.
If they're scouting us, I'll send you the fucking tape. Stop us, because this is coming all night. That was the fucking deal. That was the fucking deal. Same dude that fucking killed that other guy.
Yeah.
He and I were running backs together our sophomore year. And so he's the tailback, I'm the fullback, and we're running this play 18-0. And all it is just a toss sweep where we each kind of take a counter step like we're going that way, and then we come out wide.
Gotcha.
I'm his lead blocker. He's going to get the pitch behind me. And there's this kid who probably goes about $150, maybe, soaking wet. And he's an outside linebacker. And his job, an outside linebacker's job, is to contain the play and keep it in the middle of the field so that your inside linebackers can make a play. That's what all the edge positions are doing.
Yeah.
You're trying to keep everything
And now
in.
outside linebackers are 6'7".
Oh,
and
they're
run
immense.
4.5s.
So we run this 18-0 play, and I fucking turn out, and I got this kid in my fucking sights, and I hit him, and he fucking does Doctor Strange. He fucking but he lands and he fucking like rolls backwards. My buddy Kip gets whatever 33-yard gain, gets run down by the fucking backside safety or something. Coach was like, well, that worked pretty fucking well. Let's try that again. Dude, we ran 18-0 24 times that game. And I gave this kid a ride. I'm like, somebody's got to talk to his coach and just put a different body in there. He's gonna die. I'm gonna kill him. Like, I was getting a kick out of this. Like it's not every day that you get to get a 15-yard head start before you get to absolutely blow up.
And it's coming every time.
Dude, there were times where like we had a pretty good team. My buddy, a couple of all-state players, our linemen would tell the guys, hey, it's coming right here. It's coming right here. Like, that was their kink. Like, it's coming right off of my hip. Go tell your linebacker. That's where it's coming. And they would fucking just work these dudes 6, 7, 8 yards at a time. Just drive these motherfuckers back. You can't do that. There is no worse feeling in the world than just knowing
every
what's
time
coming. And you make that fucking thing sting the first 3-4 times, and they start coming in a little more timid every time after that.
Trying to do these arm movements around you.
They're trying to mismarket you, and they are not mismarketing.
No, they can't.
They cannot defend against the algorithm.
What was he doing?
It's a fucking ancient
He got
technique.
one of the booklets.
It's Friday, bud, and you got a broken string.
We could probably still pump something.
Let's come up with something. We sing songs to end our Fridays. It's the end of the show. Folks, I want to tell you a little bit about what we got going on. First things first, Native Hemp Extract is making my favorite hemp product on the market. Right now, You guys bought them out. The deal was so good at $64 a bottle. There is no more oil on the shelf. It is in processing right now, so we'll see how quickly we can get that out. In the meantime, there is great hemp flour. There is some CBG keef. They got some roll-ons. They got some creams that are about to drop.
People
check
love
out
it.
Native Hemp Extract. Use the code HOSO at checkout, and you're going to get a significant discount on the entire offering site-wide. Adam Bundren came in here and just gave you a little taste of who Adam Bundren is. I'm a big fan. He's going to help you buy your dream home. He's going to help you sell your old home. Maybe you want an investment property. Maybe you're trying to start your real estate empire. Adam Bundren wants to help you. So you should check out Bundren Property Group. Adam McChesney, what he'll do is he's going to find the people that don't know about Adam Bundren. He's going to find them. He's going to say, I can't believe this fucking idiot is trying to buy a house with. Let me guide you in the right direction. He's going to funnel you right into Adam Bundren's supple lap. No, he's going to create leads for your business or your organization. He's going to get the people in front of you that you're trying to be in front of. Okay? Sweet Leaf Emporium. They make these studios possible. I'm so excited for what this place is going to be for the Jefferson County area, for the entire St. Louis metro. We hope that it's a place that people will just come and hang out and sing and have the good conversations and drop in on us and talk about growing medicine, learn about growing medicine, get their medical cards, get their newest pipe for medicine. Like, guys, this is the medicine hangout. This is a medicine space where we make music and we make a little bit of love.
If you're not willing to get weird here.
Yeah. Get the fuck on down the road.
Get
on down the road, Jack. Tomorrow at the Spanish Society, we got a little Friendsgiving, man. And we are going to make a little love together, guys. We're going to have a couple of turkeys, bring a dish, come on out, bring some canned goods. You guys want to donate? We hope it's a place people just come. You got it. You got it, DC Aller 86. You got it.
We're already 7 minutes late, okay?
Yep.
We hope it's a place where people can just come.
And James Carlton, State Farm, I'm getting more and more calls of people saying, I can't believe I didn't call him sooner. He just saved me a boatload of cash, and my protection is better.
Isn't it weird how that works, bud?
Guys, just get. I promise you. I'm not. I feel good about putting you in contact with that handsome son of a buck right there.
And Denison, that's the crazy thing about Denison.
Yeah.
Now, after a little while,
Yeah.
I know about 6 people. It's like, oh, well, I need some more of that. I need some more
Yeah.
native hemp. I
No
need
doubt.
some more of that.
Yes.
I need some, like, that's
I'm not
just
lying
their
to you.
Go-to.
We're not
It's
lying
just
to you
their
guys.
Go-to.
So maybe you'll call 314-961-4800. You just give him a shot at your insurance. If he can't save you money, he'll let you know. It's no big deal. What do you got here, bub?
It's a little Vance Joy. I'm not sure if you know it, but I'm sure you probably know it on the xylophone.
I can.
I think you know that on the xylophone. Craig's been doing a lot of work on the xylophone.
A lot of xylophone work.
A lot of xylophone
Been putting
work.
in the hours, man.
Does the whole thing need to be on there to sound right? Get your stupid thing out of here. Get the stupid markers out of there. Guys, this is how we end the show on Friday, but actually we've been doing it a lot more lately. Thanks for joining us. We just got our 100th message. Woo, woo, wow. If you like Vance Joy, you're going to like this one. I don't know if you do. That sounded actually pretty good if you want to get all that stuff off there and get, because you have a nice little, yeah, get that stuff down. That's where we're living. Doing it? You going both? Hey, don't give him the sauce, dude. This is nice. I like this setup. What you got? You can maybe, yeah, that's probably pretty good. All right, you ready? I think that'll work. Talking like we used to do. It was always me
body is yours and mine. Hold on, my darling. This mess is yours. Now your mess is mine. I see you at the marketplace. Took around at 8 a.m. Got 2 hours before my flight. Love me on my side tonight. You're the reason that I feel so strong. The reason that I'm hanging on. You know you gave me all the time. Did I give enough of mine? Hold on, darling. This body is yours. This body is yours and mine. Hold on, my darling. This mess is yours. Now your mess is mine. This mess is yours. This body mine. Bring me to your house and tell me sorry for that mess. Hey, I don't mind. Yeah, you're talking in your sleep out of time. Well, you still make sense to me. Your mess is mine. A fucking xylophone! This body's yours.